Last night was a takeover between the elite of the elite point guards in the NBA. We had some spectacular performances. Ja Morant put on a show last night. Steph Curry did Steph Curry things last night. Karl-Anthony, he might not be in elite class, but he had a game last night. Tyrese Halliburton, not so much, but still Hallie. Malik Monk in his first night as the King starting point guard put on a hell of a performance. SGA, 30 in the first half. He put on an elite performance. Amin Thompson and Jalen Brunson went head-to-head, put on elite performances. Trae Young and Cade Cunningham also went head-to-head and put on elite performances. We are going to talk about all of those. But before we do anything, fellas, we got our February power rankings that we must start with. So that's what we're going to do. Welcome to the panel. This is brought to you by PrizePicks. It's going to be a good show. Better than yesterday, which was a hell of a day. We will get into the Luka AD trade a little bit more. We'll talk a little bit more about De'Aaron Fox. SB is in the house.
Salute.
He will give you guys Chicago Bulls insight because, you know, they were involved in the trade too. So we got a lot to unpack, y'all. So let's go ahead and get into it. For better or for worse?
Yeah, for better or for worse, yeah.
Okay. Well, y'all, let's get into it. I think it's no surprise who is the 30th team in our power rankings for February.
The Wizards of the Chicago Bulls, I figure probably.
Hey, I know the Bulls have dropped significantly, but
yeah, it's cool. For good reasons, though. For good reason.
No doubt.
Yeah, well, the Bulls have dropped significantly, but they are not nowhere close to 30. 30 is one team and one team only. When you lose 16 straight games, listen.
Twice in the season, Ron. Not once. Not once. Twice in the season, by the way. Twice in the season.
But hold on, no. But they on a win streak right now, though. Yeah.
I'm saying, did they win? They won?
They won 2 in a row. They won 2 in a row, Ron.
I don't care.
They locked in there. Huh?
I don't care if they win 10 in a row. Y'all lost 16 straight. Twice.
Garbage.
Did they start point guard say he should be an all-star while he was losing all them games too?
He's still suffering from a concussion. He still got one situation.
CTE, ESPN, you know.
Ox, you think that right hook's still bothering him?
Hey.
At the least, it's giving him. At least he's suffering from PTSD. At the least.
So you say he had jump scares every time he hears sounds, huh?
He don't even get. He be nervous when he get in the huddle and everything.
What you say?
Yeah, well, we got the Washington Wizards last on our power ranking. They come in at 30th.
Garbage.
Moving on to the next team. We got the Utah Jazz coming in at 29.
Only thing I want to talk about Utah is, though, how Danny Ainge, the finesse guard, didn't know that he was a part of the Luka Doncic and Anthony Davis trade. They don't make no sense. So you just trading players and not knowing what you're trading for?
JB, SB, you think that boxers don't get punched in the face? The best boxers get punched in the face. I mean, you're gonna get taken at some point. You can't just keep taking people.
OG, you gonna say, "Hey, look, take my money," and he go a box. I don't know what's in it at all. Just take it. You gonna say, "Okay, cool. Here go $100."
Okay, first of all, he's looking at Jay Hood-Schifino as just a young player that he's getting on the roster. He's not thinking that this is gonna help the Lakers. He ain't thinking that. No, I'm a part of. He's not knowing that his part of the deal makes the deal. Like if he's not involved in this deal doesn't work. He don't know that. He just think that he's getting a young player. Why? Because you so used to punching everybody that getting swung on is foreign to you. So you're like, oh, where that come from?
Sure, he's like, ain't nobody gonna mess with me.
No, ain't nobody bothering me.
Debo just got hit with the brick. That's all that is.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. Oh, okay. So now I got to get back on my job. That's why when y'all dudes talk to me about Walker Kessler to the Lakers, they know for a fact not to call him. I already lifted this from him. I already got him with this. I ain't calling him back. Hell no.
Speaking of Debo, SB, man, he sure was snatching some change last night.
Oh yeah, but let's see how it worked with him and Zach together. Their relationship don't work on the court, dog.
I bet they different. That was y'all was number one in the East.
We ain't beat nobody. Why start with that? Look, I rock with the team. We didn't beat nobody. We beat everybody at the bottom of the East. As soon as we play the real team, we got our head pushed in with Lonzo on the court.
I'm just tired of hearing Ox call him Debo when you see the boogeyman and you straight get and you straight shrivel up. You can't be no bully when you actually see the boogeyman and then you shrivel up. So stop calling him Debo. I'm tired of hearing
that. Craig whooped Debo.
Yeah. Here's the difference, though.
Craig, he's still Debo. He's still snatching chains. I don't care about all that other shit.
Hey, I free Sabonis, man, because Sabonis is finna suffer watching them jack up all them shots that don't pass the ball. Free Sabonis.
Oh, he gonna get the rebound. See, hey, his rebounding margin might increase.
He probably gonna average like 16 rebounds playing with them two. I ain't gonna hold you. 17.
Ron, you brought up the Washington Wizards being the worst team in the league. I actually had New Orleans at one point.
Oh,
they
really?
starting to they putting together some wins. But if you look at the landscape of this Washington team, they should not be this bad, Ron. Considering what they have in terms of talent, they shouldn't be this bad. No,
New Orleans or Washington?
Washington. They should not be this bad.
Sure, that's how I feel about New Orleans.
They should not be. As bad as they are, I understand that Alex Sarr is new and the defense doesn't look like it's going to translate right now. I understand Koulibaly. I mean, this is year 2. All right. These guys but they shouldn't be 16 straight losses, 2 wins, then another 16 straight. They should not be this bad. Kuzma was a starter on a championship team. This team should not be this bad, and they are. Valanciunas was a starter on a playoff team. This team should not be this bad. And why they this bad? I think it's management.
I would say what they missing, because like you can see a team where both of them guys, where you saw Kuzma and Jordan Poole was always talented, but it was always questioned about their like seriousness, or they needed like a good leader in front of them. So is the Wizards just missing like a good leader? Because we done seen teams that add vets that had a whole bunch of young talents, like the Rockets, which is surprisingly outstanding. But you can see the value of a good vet in a locker room for a team. I think that's what they really missing.
Well, they already got
on track.
I think they already have a good vet in Valanciunas. I think he's a damn good vet. I think the problem is that I think it's at the helm, because again, Jordan Poole was an integral part of a championship team. Kuzma was a starter on a championship team. Valanciunas is a starter on a playoff team. This kid, Alex Sarr, I think that it's going to translate eventually. What I'm saying is this team isn't a playoff team, but they shouldn't be 16 straight losses, 2 wins, 16 straight losses again. They should not be that bad. No, they shouldn't be.
Is Malcolm Brogdon retired? Where is he?
On the Wizards also?
Is he hurt?
No, he playing.
He's been playing?
I couldn't tell either.
I'm trying to figure out why we haven't heard anything about Malcolm Brogdon going anywhere.
Well, the trade deadline is coming up, and I actually thought about this, but I want to get through this list, Ron. I don't want to talk a lot about Washington. I just don't think that they should be as bad as they are. I don't want to hold up the list.
So Brogdon did play last night. I don't think none of us watched it, but he had 16 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds off the bench.
Yep.
All right. Keeping it pushing. Obviously, we had the Wizards at 30, the Jazz at 29. At 28, we have the Nets.
Brooklyn.
I'm not shocked.
Brooklyn is not worse than New Orleans. They not. I'm not buying that, but okay.
Is it because of what New Orleans have on their roster? That's what you're saying? Like, I mean, on paper, they definitely worse than New Orleans, but on the court wise, I can understand.
On the court. On the court, what I've seen with New Orleans over the course of this season, over the last, and again, this ain't just the last like month. This isn't like the last week or two. No, this is over the last month. New Orleans, they just got Zion back in the lineup, but now they lose DeJounte Murray for the rest of the season. Brandon Miller hasn't played all year. This kid Murphy looks like he could be a player. I'm not gonna argue that. This kid Murphy looks like he's gonna be a baller. I just feel like when I look at New Orleans and I look at Brooklyn, the demolition should have already started. It should have been way further than what it is. But I think where New Orleans is, I think they're the worst. At one point, I thought they were the worst team in the league, Ron. I'm not going to argue that. I did. I thought they were the worst. I thought they were the worst team in the league.
They haven't been worse than the Wizards for 2 days this season. The Wizards are terrible.
Yeah, well, New Orleans is on a 6-game losing streak right now. But as Chill mentioned, shout out to Trey Murphy. He's had 30 in his last 3 games and actually 40 in his last 2 games. Had 41 last night and had 40 the game before that. And what's even more shocking is the percentages he's shooting. Went 13 for 17, 5 for 9 from 3 for 32 points. Next game went 15 for 20, 8 for 12 from 3 for 40 points. And last night, 13 for 21, 8 for 12 from 3 again, 41 points. Trey Murphy filling it up right now.
Yes, he is. But Brooklyn, I mean, if you look at Brooklyn, Ron, I mean, the demolition should have already started. So we got Brooklyn next.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Brooklyn was 28.
Yep.
At 27, now we have who you mentioned, Chill. The Pelicans.
New Orleans. Ox, there was a stretch of I think like 8 games where I think New Orleans had lost like 8 or 9 straight. Like you said, like at no point they've never been worse than Washington. There was an 8-game stretch where I think that they barely scored 100 points and they was giving up like 125 every night. Yeah. They were garbage. They were absolute trash. I was convinced. I'm like, this is the worst team in the league right here. And as bad as Washington was, I was like, this is the worst team in the league. No question in my mind.
Yeah.
But with your stars in and out the lineup, and I already seen this story before where you just holding on to the potential of what you think these guys are going to be when they all healthy together. Just let it go. You got to get something while you can, while the value on the player still, because you see CJ McCollum talking about anybody can get traded. Your value don't hit the same as it did, CJ. So I don't know if they get it, but for like a Zion or maybe the highest value player that they got for trade-wise is probably Brandon Ingram. So I think they need to get on it before it's too late, because you see what happened with my team. They waited too late.
Yeah, but just because some superstars got traded don't mean that role players still aren't valuable to get traded. Like CJ still on the market, you know.
I mean,
CJ cost a lot of money.
Yeah, but still, like I seen that on online on somewhere. I can't remember where CJ said, "Oh, nobody saving," and somebody got there and said, "Oh, you don't got nothing to worry about." Nobody like, shut up.
he costs a lot of money,
but folks will say anything though, bro. Everybody costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
All right, well, go ahead, Chill.
CJ on the books for what, 30? Yeah, I think he's on the books for $30 million or something like that. And what is CJ averaging, like almost 20 a game?
CJ been getting busy. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Every time I turn around, CJ going off.
So
last night he had 30.
I don't like the way
That's what he do. Ron, that's what he do. That's what CJ do.
Yeah, he a bucket getter.
I don't like the way he played though.
Why don't you like the way he plays? Considering he's the best when he plays off the ball. Is it because he got the ball in his hands in New Orleans?
No, it's because he's best when he plays off the ball, but he's not he's an undersized 2 guard. That's what he.
No, he's not. He's 6'4". What size? What size is a 2 guard in the NBA today?
Okay, I don't know if he really legitimately 6'4", but
he is.
He's an undersized 2 guard, and it takes him so long to get his shot off. Like he does so much to get his shot off. It just
and Devin Booker doesn't, and Donovan Mitchell doesn't.
Not like that, bro.
Really, Donovan Mitchell don't go in his bag to get his shot off. Devin Booker doesn't go in his bag to get his shot off. Anthony Edwards doesn't go in his bag to get his shot off.
CJ does it every time because it's hard for him to get
CJ don't do it every time. CJ get to his spots when he wants.
I mean, CJ you can't blame him, bro. You can't blame him for what 80% of guards do it anyway. I mean, he just follows with Sue every other guard.
Yeah, but he ain't as efficient as them. He's not as good as them to do it, and they don't win like that with him doing it like Devin Booker and Anthony Edwards do. He's not the caliber of player to be doing that.
That still doesn't mean
that's the problem.
That still doesn't mean that those guys do a lot. Don't do a lot to get their shot off. That was the point.
Yes, I'm saying. But I'm saying CJ does more, and they don't win with CJ doing that. Like CJ is not a number 1 option. He's not. No, he's just not a number 1 option. He's not a number 2 option. He's probably best as a 6-man.
Actually,
I can see that. I can see that 6-man thing, Jordan. But what I'm saying is, I've never. I'm gonna use the word never real loosely, y'all. So y'all relax. You know what I'm saying? I've rarely ever seen a team CJ's on lose because of CJ.
That's not what's going on.
I have more. Hold on, real quick. Hold on, real quick, Jordan. Because hold on. Look, I've seen CJ's teams win on his back more than lose because of him. You know what I'm saying?
I disagree. I'm gonna tell you why.
I mean, when I've seen CJ carry Dame in the playoffs. I've seen CJ turn up in big games. Now I know this was a younger CJ, even now I've seen CJ have huge games from New Orleans.
He still got it
and put you know, last season put him on his back. Now I've never put since the past maybe 4 or 5 seasons. I haven't put CJ on the level of Devin Booker or any of those top guys. You know, since like 17, 18, 19 or whatever when they was when he was a little more younger, but. Still, CJ isn't. My personal opinion, I haven't seen CJ lose games. You know what I'm saying? Teams lose on CJ's back.
But see, I'm gonna disagree with that because I think when he has some games where he's scoring 24 points and he take 22 shots, I don't need CJ McCollum taking 22 shots and scoring 24 points. So, so when you say he didn't lose a game, yeah, it might look like he hooping, but it's like, what did he do to get to those 24 points? Did he take 20 shots? Because if that's the case, get his ass out of here or put him on the bench as a 6-man and give me a defender, and I'm gonna give my star player those shots. Like Brandon Ingram need more shots. Zion need more shots.
Are we going on CJ?
B.I. do the same thing you was talking about.
Not only that,
whole bunch of extra
better than him though.
Dribbling.
B.I. is so much better than CJ.
Be that as it may, Jordan. If you're gonna take the argument of I don't got time to watch somebody shoot 22 shots to get 25 points, you're gonna have to throw away. That's
everybody. That's all the guys. That's a bunch of guys in the league. A bunch of them.
No, that's
a bunch of guys in the league doing that.
That's not. But my point is, you can say it's a bunch of guys in the league doing it. I'm saying CJ don't compare to those guys that you're gonna name. He doesn't compare to Anthony Edwards. He doesn't compare to Devin Booker. He doesn't compare to Dame. You know, he's just not good enough. Whether he was younger or older, he's not good enough. Like at best, we've
not good enough. Wait. Stop right there. Not good enough for what? Not good enough for what?
Dame. Devin Booker,
I ain't talking about players. No. Stay right there. Not good enough for what? What are we talking about here?
For what I just said, he's not good enough to take all of those shots. And we supposed to be like,
now, right? At the
not even the 8. Let's say he was 23.
Oh,
he's not good enough.
He's not good enough.
CJ
McCollum
6 years. That's nonsense, Jordan.
At the sake of what, though? Okay, like at the sake of what?
Number one, when he was in Portland, they were a playoff team. He was averaging 20 a game every year.
And won the playoff team. Come on, stop it, chill. They were a playoff team.
What are you talking about? They were a playoff team. That? Not only were they a playoff team, they kept running into the Warriors. I'm sorry if I ain't better than them.
Yes, and see, no. They ran into the Warriors in the war.
Don't say.
No, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say
good enough. Say he ain't good enough to be a number 2 on a championship team.
I'm gonna say this.
Because you make it sound like he's whack.
They ran into the Warriors, and the Warriors decided you ain't good enough to beat me. That's not what happened. That's not what happened. Yes, it is what happened. That's what they did. Yes, it is. They realized ain't no damn CJ McCollum gonna beat me. No, it's.
Oh, so let me make sure.
Why nobody is blowing up the phone in free agency for CJ McCollum 20 a game for 6 straight years?
Why is it? Well, he got traded. That's what happened.
Because they didn't want him. That's why they seen Anthony Simon say. No, yes, it is. They seen Anthony Simon say, "Well, shit."
Jordan, you clearly don't know how championship teams work. They got off of CJ because this team. They got off of CJ because this team had maxed out. That was it. We're not getting any more. That was it. On top of that, to lose because
they didn't get rid of Dame. They didn't get rid of Dame.
Well, they eventually got rid of Dame
because he wanted to leave, not because they want him to leave. They wanted CJ ass gone. That's why they got rid of him.
This dude talking about CJ McCollum. So are you sitting here talking to me about a Portland Trailblazer team that had 4 of them, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth quarter double-digit leads against the Golden State Warriors in the Western Conference Championship,
and they lost.
They're not, and they lost, but that's because of CJ McCollum. That's why.
Chill. Why did they get rid of CJ McCollum and not Dame?
Well, he's the better player.
Not putting Dame in right.
They kept Anthony.
Better player.
They kept Anthony.
He's younger.
He's better. That's why they got rid of him.
I'm straight.
That's why they got rid of him. They got rid of CJ
at the time of the trade. He was not better than CJ McCollum.
They got rid of CJ and paid Anthony.
All right, but we're not gonna do that. That's a pin argument. We're not gonna argue about he's better because he got traded or he got traded for this. He got traded for that. I'm just telling you. That's not.
So why did they trade CJ?
At that point, because they was
as far as they
was getting ready for a rebuild.
Started.
They was getting ready for
that was the far as they were gonna go with CJ.
So wait,
that's why they didn't get rid of Dame that same year. They said CJ can't help us win. Get him out of here.
At that point in time,
is coming
better than CJ.
So what happened with Dame? Wait. Hold on, SB. So what happened with Dame? How long did Dame stay there after CJ was traded?
2 years.
Okay, so the demolition.
No, Dame only left.
Already started.
No, Dame only left. Dame left. They didn't say, Dame, get your ass up out of here like they did CJ.
So Jordan, maybe Dame left. Maybe Dame left because they got rid of CJ. Maybe Dame left because they got rid of CJ.
No, he left because
and the Trailblazers were bad. This wasn't a playoff team. It wasn't like this wasn't like this was a good team. This was a playoff team, and they wanted to put Dame in a position where he could win, and that team wasn't going anywhere.
So they got rid of CJ. So they got rid of CJ and said Dame can win without CJ.
Who else they were gonna get rid of though?
Why would they get rid of CJ if he's the player that y'all talking like he is?
Why are they holding on to him if he's the player that you talking like he is? You talking?
They didn't hold on to him. They traded him. Chill, you are making my point. Chill, you are making my point.
Hold on, Ron. After 6 years at 20 a game, tell me right now, in your estimation, Jordan, what other backcourt guy got a guy running with him that's averaging 20 a game for 6 straight years? Go.
You said tell me what other backcourt guy.
So of the elite guys, who got somebody that they running in the backcourt with averaging 20 a game for 6 straight years? Go.
I don't know if people been on the team that long.
So John Wall had Bradley Beal. He was running with him for a bunch of years. He was averaging 20 a game. That was working, right? That was working. They ran into the Celtics. And they realized that we capped out with this team. We're not going any further, so it's time to move on. Right?
That's not why they moved off of John Wall.
It's time to move on.
It's not why they moved off of John Wall.
Why did they move off of John Wall? Because he a jerk?
Personal issue. That is exactly why they moved off of him.
Because he a goofy? Is that why?
That is exactly why they moved off of him. Personal issues.
So why didn't he play in Houston then?
No, he did play in Houston his first year. He averaged 20. What are you talking about? He was hurt. He averaged 20 coming back from being hurt for 2 seasons.
So they moved off of him because this is as far as we're going to go with this unit. That's why.
No, they moved
by Boston. That's what happened. So we get to Portland. We went as far as we're gonna go with this unit. That's not to say that CJ isn't awesome. Let's see what we could get for him. But this is as far as we're gonna go with this group. That's it.
I disagree with that. But
shout out to CJ McCollum though, because he has been averaging. He has averaged 20 plus for the last. This is going on his 10th season, averaging 20 plus. Damn near shooting 40% from 3. And this is over the course of all 10 seasons. Damn near shooting 40% from 3, 80% from the free throw line, and 45% from the field. So one thing that we do know is CJ can't get to a bucket.
Ron, was he trash in the playoffs last year?
Whether you like the way he
was he trash in the playoffs though?
I don't know.
Hell yeah! Hell yes! Hell yes! Trash. That's all I'm saying. He was garbage in the playoffs, and ain't nobody picking up the phone calling for CJ for the trade deadline buzz. Why?
You don't know that.
I think CJ's a good piece.
Yeah, you don't know that.
I think he is too. I think he is too. Six man.
What team could use a CJ McCollum right now? Then?
Dallas can use
Dame and the Bucks need to put him and Dame back together.
6 man. I think he's a good 6 man.
I'm saying that
really good 6 man.
He can't start. That backcourt gonna get cooked.
I think he's a really good 6 man. But to have him in the starting lineup taking shots away from my star players, I can't see a formula for winning a championship.
If he's in Detroit, they starting 2 guard.
Yeah, but I would be pissed off.
Detroit would be.
You could be pissed off anyway because you don't think he can play. They don't have nobody that's 22 a game like him. I think he's talking about Jordan.
I do think he can play. I think he's a better 6 man. That's all I'm saying.
Ron, one more time for the people in the back. How many years at 20 a game? So I'm clear.
10. This is his
10 straight years. Jamal Murray ain't doing that.
Somebody said CJ averaged 20 a game on 20 shots. Is that true?
Let me see. The most shots that he shot.
Don't say you shoot 17.
The first, it's 17, 18, 18, 17, 19, 18, 18, 18, 19, 17, 16, 18.
Goddamn. Okay.
So he a shot chucker in your estimation. That's what he is. He's a
I
shot
mean,
chucker. Even though he gets buckets. Even though he does get buckets.
Listen, I don't want y'all to confuse me with having a problem with CJ McCollum.
That's exactly
all
what
I'm saying is I think he would be better if he came off the bench and did all of that. But him taking shots away from my star players, I don't want him doing that in a lineup. Like a guy like J.R. Smith, or a guy like who's a hell of a 6-man that come in and shoot. I can't even say Lou Will, because Lou Will's a hell of a distributor too. But you can say Lou Will too. But
CJ passed the rock. CJ,
yeah, he do. But after he don't have a shot. But that's all I'm saying. But I just totally feel like CJ would be so much better in that 6-man role where he don't have to worry about playmaking. Just come off the bench, instant offense. And I think you got a good player, but having him as your number 2 option,
I think you're getting to that point.
I think it's done.
I believe that's what he was going to be this
year.
If they didn't get decimated, I believe that CJ McCollum was going to come off the bench. I think it was going to be DeJounte Murray, Herb Jones, Brandon Ingram, Zion, and whoever they had at the 5, or even Trey Murphy in there. I don't think CJ was going to start. But, I mean, obviously, they don't have nobody, so he got to get in and get busy.
I mean, he been starting, so Ron, I don't know. He been starting his whole damn career. I don't know. See.
But, all right, y'all. Moving on to the next team, we have the Charlotte Hornets at 26.
How long has Melo been out of the lineup now? With the same issue that he had last year, by the way. Are those wheels bad?
The same issue you've been having the last few years.
Yeah.
It's got Steph Curry written all over it. It's got Steph Curry written all over it.
Y'all don't be shocked. Don't be shocked when he gets traded next year.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
I wouldn't be shocked because I think he gonna. I
They
wouldn't
can't
because he gonna want his way out of there. They can't afford him.
I'll have to say if it's that way around, I can't see Charlotte trading. We can't afford to trade Melo. That's the money.
No, but I'm saying they ain't gonna be able to afford. They ain't gonna be able to afford him in a minute.
Oh, you saying okay?
Why won't they be able to afford him?
Melo, eventually down the line, Melo's gonna get a contract that we've never seen before. Like, I know everybody gonna get some money. Like Luka was supposed to get his $345 or whatever he was gonna get. By the time Melo is up for that, oh my God.
He might not get that though if he's just repeatedly hurt.
Ron, you know what players do when it's time for that contract? They go to Russia and they come back healthy, and they play the whole year.
If he do that, then that's different. But I mean, he has to do it though. We got to see him do it. He's been hurt for the past 3 years, 4 years.
No matter how excitement Melo is, and he's a good player, but like you said, to get paid that much money, you got to start winning at some point.
You got to make some All NBA teams too,
and you got to make some All NBA teams. Should have made the All Star team this year too, but
some defense too, Ox. Definitely got to play some.
Nah, you don't got to play no defense to get that much money.
If they make it up an excuse not to pay Luka, everybody should be on notice. That was just. I'm sorry.
No. It ain't they making up an excuse not to play. Nico made an excuse for that shit.
And the ownership
in the world.
And the ownership too. The new ownership. You don't make a move like that without the ownership say so.
He tricked them people. They don't know nothing about basketball. He tricked their ownership group. They don't know nothing about basketball. All they care about is casinos and making money. They ain't watching no basketball.
And Nico just helped him do that. Yeah. So they told Nico, look, we ain't trying to give him that much money. He said, don't worry.
I got you.
He said,
next year they're gonna say, Nico, I just don't think that was a good idea, so we gotta let you go. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but that's okay. He said, you know how it happens in big situations, big moves like this, somebody gotta fall on the sword. He might get let go, Jordan, but he's gonna get compensated heavily for the money he saved him.
Hey,
on the
but
back
if they
end,
win,
we don't got to know about it. You know
win.
what I'm saying? It's on the back. See, that's how it goes. Somebody got to fall on the sword. Now, if they win, he gets praised. If they lose publicly, he's gonna get shunned. But behind closed doors, they're gonna have a nice package for him.
I think he's gonna get more than get shunned in Dallas.
Thank you, Nico. There you go.
Hey, if they win, they might put a statue out in front of American Airlines Arena.
I think it's still.
Share your screen.
Yeah, no doubt. Got you.
All right. Well, as of right now, we've got through our first 5 teams. We got the Wizards, we got the Jazz, we got the Nets, we got the Pelicans, and we got the Hornets. Coming up next, the Chicago Bulls at 25.
We finally got a direction.
Being the resident Bulls guy, go ahead, Chill.
No, go ahead, Ron. I'm sorry. I apologize, Ron. Go ahead.
You about to ask the same question. What's next?
What's the plan moving forward in Chicago?
Hey, a crash course to get Cooper Flag, I guess, or Harper's son. That's it. It should be. The only thing is just like I'm happy we got a direction at some point. You know what I'm saying? We've been waiting.
Okay, so what direction is that direction? So the direction is that we just tanking? Is that what we doing?
Blow it up.
Okay, so what happens? Okay, so what happens when we get these guys? Because I can tell you right now, Ox, I can't have a Bentley in the projects. I'm gonna wreck it.
Why not?
Okay, because I'm gonna tear it up. That's why. And it ain't gonna be no good to me if I got this Bentley Continental and it's sitting in the damn projects. No. So what's the plan after we tank and we end up with the number 1 pick and we get Cooper Flag? What are we going to do to build around this kid? That's the idea.
Look, first of all, you got to scope what's going on around the league right now, right? The new CBA, everybody's going in. But if you look at the top of the league right now, who's at the top of the league of teams that's doing good, you get young players, see what their worth is. Oh, okay, he actually good, and put vets around him and build good role players around him. You see like the OKCs, you see the Houston Rockets. Do that. Even Boston, right? They started off, got young players drafted. Oh, okay, these are star players. When you figure out who they are, then you get vet players and build around that. That's the formula. Don't try to build no super team and put all these people together. They don't work no more. So the direction is get a young talent. If he's worth that building around, build around him, and then you move forward. That's it. The Bulls.
Dylan Harper would be good with the Bulls.
I actually think y'all do have a direction. I actually like Giddey at the point guard moving forward, and I like Basellis developing him. I do like that. I 100% like that. I thought Kobe White was part of the future. I thought these 3 guys were your future, and this was the foundation. And you go in the draft and you get another player. If you're able to get Cooper Flag, if you're able to get a top 3 pick, then you build around and then you continue to build with that. That was my idea. I'm trying to figure out from you being the resident Chicago guy, what exactly what you think the plan is.
Hey, I don't know. Also, another plan I'm trying to start to get surprised from is we gonna be the first team in the league with an all-white starting 5? Because I don't know why we just have a fluctuation getting up with white players. We gonna have an all-white starting 5 at some point, and we gonna get Cooper Flag too, by the way. But no, the plan is that try to get Cooper Flag or maybe Harper and get around that.
Cooper Flag.
Why not? We got our pick. What we do? What we finna do this year?
They gonna make sure Cooper Flag don't go to Chicago. Y'all gonna get Dylan Harper, not Cooper Flag.
Why not? Cooper Flag in Chicago was money.
I think Chicago's a hell of a location for a number 1 pick.
Yes,
I really do. I
Cooper Flag.
I think Cooper. Why not? Buzelis, like them 2 right there. All right.
How many number 1 picks like that?
We see what happened when we got Derrick Rose, right? You see what happened when we got Derrick Rose? Money.
Derrick Rose fit that. Derrick Rose fit that culture.
Bro, do you not understand that Chicago Bulls fans still go to the game? We trash. We beat the top of the market.
I ain't never seen a white dude with Cooper Flag gonna be Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, like we never had a cold white hooper before. You ever heard of Andres Nocioni? We had cold white.
Yeah, I have. But he wasn't.
Jordan, it's a lot of white folks in Chicago. Chicago is not.
You ever had to deep this piece of when you came out see who I'll be?
It's not. It's not.
And on top of that, to your point, I mean, did the Croatian sensation not play for Chicago?
Come on now, Captain Kirk.
He did. Wasn't the number 1 pick though. What the number 1 pick like this Cooper Flag? Sometimes they say generational player, sometimes they say superstar player. Cooper Flag. I don't know, man.
What would be the place
that he get the ball jumping?
Hey, look, if rating's low, where was the place the Cooper Flag to go that are gonna make money?
Detroit needs some more jobs in Detroit, dog. They need some more jobs. They need some more jobs in Detroit. Cooper Flag gonna get that city hope again.
No, we not doing that.
Cooper Flag gonna get that city hope again.
No, he ain't.
So Cooper can't go to Chicago, but he can go to Detroit.
He can go to Detroit. Come on, man.
Pull up in that Ford. Pull up in that Ford truck.
No, don't put no buffs on. Come right to Chicago, get a Chicago style hot dog and a deep dish pizza, and we gonna carry on. That's what we gonna.
So the direction with the Bulls, because they're as bad as they are right now, the direction with the Bulls moving forward, the direction with the Bulls moving forward. Basellis, Giddey at the 1, Giddey at the 1.
And Basellis from here, you know that, right? So he a different breed. He ain't the regular. He from Chicago, born and raised here.
So he's a Chicagoan, which okay, sure, all right.
That makes
it does. I wanted to keep Kobe White because I thought you were building around him. You get a good draft pick. You get a good draft pick. In the process of getting a good draft pick, who's at the helm? Do you hold on to Billy Donovan or do you wash your hands with Billy Donovan? Have you had enough of Billy Donovan? Has Billy Donovan maxed out? Because that's what happens when you move on from these coaches. Just like when you move on from these teams, we've got it's good. We've gone as far as we're going to go with this specific team, and it's time to move on. We've gone as far as we're going to go with this specific coach, and it's time to move on. So with the Chicago Bulls, as bad as they are, the direction is okay. We got young talent, we get a good draft pick, and we keep moving forward with that draft pick, and maybe get a new head coach.
For who's out there to replace Billy Donovan right now? That's what the point is. Like, what names out there that you shouldn't just be giving up your coach or firing your coach in mid-season? No offense, Ox, but you shouldn't just be getting rid of your coaches like that, especially if you don't got no solid replacement. So it'd be like, who you're going to replace them with? Then also you got to figure the coach place there. I don't know, but it depends if Mike Brown fit our play.
Mike Brown might be a good fit for Chicago. I ain't gonna lie, he might be a good fit for Chicago.
He wasn't a good fit in Sacramento, which I don't know how, but
he was a good fit in Sacramento.
The Bulls.
I don't know how he wasn't a good fit in Sacramento. That's what I'm saying.
He was, but
I'm saying what you said. You're not hearing me.
No, I'm just saying even good things come to an end.
And you got to get it right in the draft too. I mean, because I don't know how good Bacelis is going to be, but I feel like he's going to be a good player.
Yes.
You missed on the kid who got hurt. You just signed him to a contract extension. Why am I drawing a blank on his name? Williams, Pat Williams.
Pat, he needs to go. That's what needs to get
I feel like you missed on him. So you missed on Pat Williams. You traded for Giddey. Now what's next is you get another draft pick, and you got to get it right in the draft when you got high draft picks. Because unfortunately, you haven't gotten any free agents. But Chicago is one of those places. If you do it right, you can get free agents. If you do it right.
Who we ever got, Chill?
In free agency?
Yeah, who we got? Name the biggest free agent we got in years. Old Pal Gasol and the Carlos Boozer who got hurt the first week slipping down some stairs. Okay,
so Carlos Boozer, this is the same Carlos Boozer that you was in the Eastern Conference Championship with. Who was 18? He was an 8. Okay, so take that 18-9 off the roster. Y'all going to the Eastern Conference Championship? No, y'all not.
Yes,
you're not going to the Eastern Conference Championship without Carlos Boozer and that 18-9. You're not. But unfortunately, you run into the Miami Heat, right? Unfortunately, you run into the Miami Heat. You ended up drafting correctly with Luol Deng. You got that right, right? So in terms of free agents, I mean, you did get Carlos Boozer. That did work, but you had that reputation. You got new ownership. I mean, you got new management now. So because
he's just as worse as the other guy.
I don't know if he's as bad. Jerry Krause wasn't bad. Let's be clear about that.
No. We talk about Garpax. Garpax before him.
And Paxson wasn't the same.
What the new management doing? What AK doing right now? He ain't doing nothing. Tell me
That's why y'all you know what? I'm actually sitting up here arguing for the Chicago Bulls. That's why y'all at the bottom of the league. What am I doing? Y'all suck. Exactly. Y'all suck. Get out of here. You're right. I'm up here arguing for the Bulls. I'm bugging.
All right, y'all. This is a good time to take a brief intermission to talk about a lovely app called PrizePicks, where you can run your game, control your game, and ultimately win your game over there at PrizePicks. But this is only when you use the promo code PANEL. So here's kind of what you guys need to do. Here's the run of the show. Download the PrizePicks app. Once you do that, the minute you play $5, you will instantly get 50 back in promo funds. Then after that, you select your favorite players in the favorite sport that you like, and you simply choose more or less on their player projections. So like, for instance, today, Joel Embiid is slotted at 23.5 points. And it's like, it's Joel Embiid. 23.5 points. I'm pretty sure everybody in their grannies would take Joel Embiid to go more than 25 points or more than 23.5 points. I know I'm going to. So that's kind of an easy one, for instance. Or let's say you have Patrick Williams for the Chicago Bulls. You probably would go less for that because, well, he plays for the Bulls. And so that's just kind of how you do things. You choose more or less, and then you choose 2 or more players, and then you send through your contest, and then you win. It's as simple as that, and we are going to show you guys exactly how to do that right now. Before we do that, though, I do want to tell you guys about the big game free pick that PrizePicks is giving everybody. Obviously, this is Patrick Mahomes. Obviously, he's playing in the Super Bowl this Sunday. Obviously, he is one of the best quarterbacks that we've ever seen. So obviously, we expect him to have a good game like he typically does. Well, thanks to PrizePicks, they're making it easy for us to win this Sunday by basically giving us a pick with Patrick Mahomes just throwing for a yard. Sounds pretty nice to me. So we're going to go ahead and take that. But before we take that, like I said, Joel Embiid, 23.5 points. I'm going to go with the guy who's averaged damn near 35 for a season. I think he does that easily against Dallas. And
damn, Dallas did give up a lot of points. So they gave him in the first half.
Wait, Ron, you want Joel Embiid, you saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
When last time Joe played? Today is February the 4th.
Is this his first game back?
Oh, chill. It's like riding a bike.
So it's nothing. Just jump on the bike and
AD playing?
I don't think so.
Is Joel Embiid on a minutes restriction?
Hey, and if AD playing, he gonna get his ass torched.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Since DeMontis and OG not playing tonight, I gotta go with my other guy, Big Zoo.
Zubac.
26.5 points and rebounds. That's easy money.
And Anthony Davis has been ruled out for Tuesday's game. He has the abdominal strain.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
That's a real injury.
Yeah, it sounds like terry cloth to me.
Gil said he said his tummy hurt.
Who you rocking with, Chill?
Oh, I'm up.
Yeah.
Ox, excuse me, Ox, can I take a look
damn.
at that?
What happened?
Joel Embiid's points got removed.
He's not playing.
He might not be playing tonight.
Oh, look. Well, hold on.
Oh, that was quick.
I got it back. All right. What you want to do, Chill?
Did they lower it?
It's 23.5 still.
All right. He's questionable for tonight against the Mavs. So we'll see.
Good job, man. That fool ain't playing, right?
Well, I got a backup pick just in case. But go ahead, Chill.
Ox, can I take a look at that Knicks Toronto game?
Yep. Look, Ron. They took it off again.
Playing. They took it off.
The Knicks are playing. They're playing Toronto.
Yeah.
Joel. OG not playing.
Oh, OG. Yeah. Gotcha.
I want to take a look at Jalen Brunson. What we looking at with Jalen Brunson for tonight? 26.5 for Jalen Brunson. I'm gonna take the less on that. He went for 40 last night. I don't got him going for 28 tonight, 29 tonight. Nah. I'm gonna take the less on that.
Not the less.
In the words of Ron, Lester.
Job look compressor.
All right. Well, since it's looking like we're not gonna get no love for Joel Embiid, just type in the Pacers.
The East Coast ain't got love for Big Snoop Dogg.
In 1995, we didn't. No. In Death Row, no, we didn't.
That what Snoop said. East Coast ain't got love for Big Snoop Dogg.
Hey, Chill, you was in your prime during that time. What was the energy like when Snoop Dogg when they had that video kicking over all the buildings in New York?
I would take it a step further than that. I was in Los Angeles, like right after Pac died. It was dangerous to be an East Coast dude.
Chill, we about to get through this and then we could talk about that.
No problem. No problem.
Let's go points and assists more.
Tyrese.
Yeah, and then Mars just called in and he would like a favor. I think you know what Mars wants.
I got it. They're playing again tonight?
Yeah,
they play Brooklyn tonight.
Do not listen to Mars. He's going to be more, bro. All right.
Okay, there we go.
All right, keep telling him.
It's for the love of the game, y'all. It's all right.
He finna get 30 tonight.
Try to do the Joel one more time.
No, you really pressing it, bro.
All right, there we go. All right, here we go. We got Zubac, 26.5 points and rebounds. We going more. We got Jalen Brunson, 26.5 points, more. Tyrese Halliburton.
No, we're going less. Less with Jalen Brunson.
Oh, less? All right. Less, 26.5 points, Jalen Brunson. Tyrese Halliburton, 28.5 points and assists, more. Jalen Green, 23.5 points, less. And Joel Embiid, 23.5 points, more. $20 gets us 300. Go ahead and send that through, Ox. This is some good money. It's been a good time, and we'll have a good night after this hits.
Kobe White for 30 tonight.
All right. Here we go. So let me go ahead and share this list so you guys can see where we at right now.
Where we at?
All right. So at 30, obviously, you guys know we have the Washington Wizards. At 29, the Utah Jazz. At 28, the Brooklyn Nets. 27, New Orleans Pelicans. 26, the Charlotte Hornets. 25, the Chicago Bulls. And at 24, the Portland Trail Blazers.
Mm-hmm.
Anything on the Blazers?
I feel like they should be better. I watched that game last night, and I mean, they do a lot of bonehead stuff, but I feel like they don't suck as bad as I think they do.
I mean, what you expect from OG? They in the rebuild phase. I feel like anything is like good for them. They actually playing better than expected to me, because I thought they would have been like way in the bottom of like what they is in the bottom of the West. But I feel like you don't really.
I mean, at the bottom of the West, sure.
Yeah, you shouldn't expect too much from them. They're in a rebuild.
All right, well, shout out the Blazers. They are 24th on the list. I'm going to read a couple super chats right quick. My man Zorro sent through a super chat. He said, El host, why didn't y'all do the power rankings after the trade deadline was over?
Why didn't we do the power rankings?
We do them every month. That's why.
We do them at the top of every month.
That's right.
We'll do it again at the top of March. And
there you go.
After the trade deadline's done, if teams are good after the trade deadline, like a trade doesn't automatically move you up or move you down in the power rankings.
We got to see you play.
Exactly. But appreciate you for tapping in, Zorro.
So if we wait, so we wait after the trade deadline and we got a blockbuster. Does that mean that we got to move a team up, or just say what you really want us?
He wants the Lakers to be number one,
right? Just say that. Say that you waiting for your crew. You waiting for your crew to make a move so we can move your crew up the ladder. Just say that, and that's fine.
Did anybody move the Lakers up on their power ranking because they got Luka, or move Dallas up because they got AD, or y'all kept them at the same spot?
I went based off of how they've been playing.
Okay,
that's all. We haven't seen. We don't know if they're gonna stink. We don't know.
I did reward one team for a trade.
I
don't know who that is.
It had to be
the Spurs.
The Spurs.
Yeah. Okay.
The Spurs moved up. The Spurs moved up a spot or two, and the Bulls moved down significantly for me.
And speaking of the Portland Trail Blazers, DSG Piccolo, you guys know he gonna tap in and talk about his Blazers. He said, Tumani FC, we up, nigga. 5 for 7 from 3. Ayton don't want to get traded, so he hooping as of late. I won't be fooled. Blazers defense been real as of late. Got a tough test tonight. Winning too much though.
Winning too much.
Y'all seen DeAndre Ayton?
Went 20 and 20 last night. Yes, sir.
25 and 20. And obviously, you know who he was playing against. The Phoenix Suns. So he had a little more pep in his step.
Yeah, that's that payback every time.
Well, DeAndre Ayton was always a good rebounder. He's always one of the better rebounders in the game. His touch around the rim, I mean, I think it could be real good sometime, and then sometimes it could be less than average. His motor has been always the biggest question, always, because you'll get 20 from him today wrong, which was actually good, which was actually really good. But then you'll see stuff like, you'll get a 14 and 8 game, and he looked like he could have stayed home. Like you could have stayed home. You ain't have to show up for that. You could have.
And then why somebody said Ayton playing like he don't want to get traded? Why would the Portland Trail Blazers trade him though? That don't even make no sense to me.
They got five because they got four. They got four men. Klingen is their future. Let's be clear about that right now. Yes, okay. Klingen is their future, and they got four men on the roster. They got the Australian kid. They got Klingen. They got Ayton, and they got Robbie Williams. So I mean, we got a logjam at the 5 spot. There's no reason. There's no reason to hold on to all 4 of these dudes.
So you believe in that Klingen? So you believe in him that much that you will get rid of Ayton? Is like he is that like
Scoot. I'm moving Scoot. I'm starting Scoot. I'm getting rid of Simons too, by the way, because I want to start Scoot and Sharp in the backcourt, and I'm building around Scoot, Simons, and I'm sorry, Scoot, Sharp, and Klingen. That's who I'm building this unit around.
Okay. So then, what direction would you go with Ayton to add to the team? So, what position would you go for? Try to move Ayton for?
Getting rid of Simons, but talking like CJ. Oh man,
I think that I think we're moving off of Ayton. I think we can show up our dirty work and get a power forward and some draft picks, because that's what we need, right? More than anything, we need draft picks up in Portland. And
can we move off of Jaren Grant?
Is it time? It might be.
I think
so.
I think they want to move off all those guys. I think they want to move off Grant. Well, let me just read my man DSG Piccolo's super chat. Hell, sum it up exactly how we need it. He said, Grant, Simons, and Chauncey gotta go still. Don't care how well the team is playing now. Also, what the hell got into Trey Murphy? He been hooping. So Piccolo's saying Jeremy Grant, Anthony Simons, and Chauncey gotta go.
Damn, Chauncey, even though they winning.
And then he said DeAndre Ayton as well.
If you're a team with a piece away, like a solid piece away from winning, do you go call to Portland and go get Grant? Because he's a good enough player. A third option, second. If I was
the Lakers, I would call. I don't know what the Lakers have to trade, but if I was the Lakers, I would call. If I was Milwaukee, I would call. I would send Bobby Porter's ass over there for Jeremy Grant.
Man, that'd be a hell of an upgrade.
Who else I could call
for the Trailblazers?
Yeah, for Grant.
If
I was the Warriors, I would call. I would call if I was the Warriors
because they calling everybody to try to get another player. The
Spurs, I would call. I would trade Keldon Johnson for what's his name for Jeremy Grant.
I would. I don't know yet.
I would.
I'm not doing that.
Get a little bit more solid at that position because I don't know if I know they play Keldon Johnson all over the place sometimes, but I don't know if I would keep him there. Sometimes Keldon Johnson be on and off.
If I'm the Timberwolves, I for sure make that call.
But y'all already got McDaniels.
You got to find a way to get rid of Randall.
Talk about Julius.
You got to find a way to get rid of Randall. We taking.
But what else are you taking from? What else are you taking from Portland for Julius?
Hey, look, y'all don't want Aiden. Look, take Randall and go Bird off my hands now.
I might not be asking to take anything else. I might be asking you guys to take Julius.
Y'all dudes,
oh my god!
Damn.
Hey, but chill. I'm not necessarily saying that to down Julius. I think Grant would be a better fit. But I also like Jeremy Grant. He's a better defender than Julius. He stretches the floor better than Julius. And he damn near got a better in-between game. Julius obviously on the block and all of that stuff. He does what he does. But Jeremy's a good player too.
Hey, Chi, I'm gonna use one of your analogies for this point so you can understand. It's like, bro, you been with this chick, right? That's how OG always started. So you been with this chick, right? You finally let her go. Then she get better without you. Then you get this other shorty. Now you're like, oh no, man, she ain't really good as my other girl. You'll end up pushing her away because you still looking at fantasizing she got better without me. Don't do that. Don't do that. Cat definitely got better without him.
She not getting better without me. No.
It's like that, OG. So you'll be
salty. Watch yourself.
You'll be salty because now you like, hey, maybe I was the problem.
No, I ain't never the problem.
2 times better without me.
No, ain't no way she getting 2 times better. You said better, but now you saying 2 times better. She ain't getting better without me.
How Cat playing right now?
Her life is miserable.
What the last that Karl-Anthony plays at
I was just referring to that girl. I was just referring to that girl.
Cat's the girl we talking about.
He got a broken. His hand's broken, and it looked like watching him yesterday. It looked like something wrong with him. But with that being said, I mean Jeremy Grant. I was thinking Atlanta with Jalen Johnson being hurt.
I actually kind of like that too.
Yeah. I was thinking Atlanta, pick the telephone up and check their temperature on him.
I do like that.
But
I'm not making the playoffs. I don't want to make the playoffs if I'm Atlanta. They need to pull a Luka move and get rid of goddamn Trae Young too. Let's just do it. Let's just do it for everybody.
Luka got traded before Trae Young, by the way. I'm still shocked on that.
Chill. Let's just do it for everybody. Let's get this over with.
Been on the trading block for 2 years.
I'm going on. If I'm the Atlanta Hawks owner and GM, I'm going on Facebook Marketplace and I'm shopping Trae Young away. I'm letting the whole world know he's available. I'm not keeping no secret.
For what?
Give me what you got.
For who? Where you gonna go?
No, for what? Not for who. For what?
See, this is why, and Jordan,
because
this is exactly. See what Ron just said. For what? This is exactly why Dallas did what they did, and they kept quiet about this because this kind of bullshit right here. You're not gonna get.
No, not for what? Not for who. I'm saying, what the hell would you do that for?
The reason why
why the hell
we ain't doing that, OG?
Well, first of all, this is before Jalen Johnson got hurt. This is probably the most. I think this is the most talented. I'm not gonna say probably. I'm gonna stand on it. I think this is the most talented unit Trae Young has ever been on. And I don't want to go all over the place.
I don't know.
I'm looking at
Western. When they went to Eastern Conference Finals, they were
this team is way better than that team.
This unit in terms of talent,
Jalen Johnson is the best player he's ever played with.
Yeah, I think this might be the most
Dyson Daniels is the best defender he's ever played with. Zachary Ricochet is a good slot in there.
He better than John Collins.
Yes.
Hunter.
Come on, it's not even.
Yes.
It's not close.
I'm
telling you, it's really not close.
I don't know, man.
This current crew that they have right now, I think this is the most talented crew that he's ever been on. And before Jalen Johnson got hurt, they were right around the I think like the 5-6 spot. I mean, they were
rolling for a second.
Yeah, they was in that area. So with that being said, if Jalen Johnson is not available, if you're moving off a Trey, that means we got to start over because this unit is built on Trey. This unit is.
Why are y'all talking about moving off a Trey?
This is what was brought up. If you moving off, and the reason why we talking about moving off a Trey, Ox, is because Luka got traded. Ain't nobody saying.
See, but that's what I told y'all earlier. Just because Luka got traded, y'all relax. Just because Luka
it wasn't basketball reasons why Luka got traded.
It don't mean that every team star is now on the chopping block, and it doesn't mean that every role player can't get traded now. Y'all calm down. Trey Young ain't going nowhere.
He won. I wouldn't be surprised if he wants to get traded.
Not this year, at least. I'll speak for right now. We're gonna get through Sunday, and Trey Young is gonna be.
I wouldn't be surprised if
I still think he's going to be in Atlanta, Ox. I don't think he's moving. But to bring up, moving off of Trey Young, moving off of Trey Young, you're going to have to basically do the same thing in terms of getting off this crew because this unit is built around him.
Only star that should be traded next is Joel Embiid. The process is over. That's the only star that should be traded.
Boy, I would have traded his ass on TikTok Shop.
Fellas, we got to make another brief intermission right quick. Yep. Because we got to go to the GameTime app where you can download, create an account, use code CLNS, and you can miraculously appear courtside or field side or wherever in a matter of seconds. So let's talk about the NFL games because obviously the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, is coming up. And in those type of arenas and stadiums is where you get that heart-pounding, can't feel your face kind of energy when your team's on the field. It's like you're a part of a big, chaotic, beautiful family of screaming strangers. And trust me, that's the kind of magic that you don't want to miss out on. But hold up, though. Buying tickets, that is actually where the circus happens, and that's where things can get tricky, unless you've got the GameTime app, which is obviously the MVP of ticketing apps, because there's no competition. So let me break it down for you. GameTime makes buying tickets so easy that even your granny can do it. 2 taps on your phone, and boom, you're in. You want to see the view of your seats before you buy? Don't even worry about it. They've got you. Don't want to deal with sneaky fees? They have all-in prices, which means no surprises. Oh, and last-minute seats. Don't even sweat it. They got tickets up to kickoff and even after the game starts. So what the heck are you waiting for? Download the GameTime app, create an account, and use the code CLNS. Let me spell that for you. CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. That's a first down, maybe even a touchdown. GameTime. Download the GameTime app today. Last-minute tickets, lowest prices guaranteed. Now, go and do that and make some memories. All right, we back to our power rankings. As of right now, we have the Blazers at 24. At 23, we have a tie between.
What you know what happened if you thought I would lose? The world may never know.
No, man.
All right, Ox, you got to take over.
That was fine.
Is the drum roll still going?
Yeah.
There we go.
Man that passed out.
we got a tie between 3 teams, and we got to get down to the bottom of this. We have the Toronto Raptors.
Okay.
The Atlanta Hawks.
Okay.
And the Philadelphia 76ers. So what we have to do is figure out the worst team out of the 3.
I mean,
that's a very close one because
it's the
Atlanta
Raptors.
Lost like what 8 games? Atlanta lost like what 8 games in a row?
No, they won yesterday. They beat Detroit last night. Mm-hmm. They beat Detroit last night.
We can make it easier. Just go off how they seeded right now. You can go Raptors, Philly, then Atlanta. It's simple math.
In their last 10, the Atlanta Hawks are 2-8.
Yeah, that's shitty.
The Raptors in their last 10 are 8-2.
Yeah, they won 8 of their last 10 games. They rolling right now.
All right, so I'm gonna go around the room and I'm gonna ask everybody who do they think is the worst team out of this batch. Ox, I'm gonna start with you. Who you got? You muted.
Out of Atlanta and Toronto?
Atlanta, Toronto, and Philly.
The worst team is Toronto. No, yeah, all Toronto. Right. Yeah.
Jordan?
Philly.
Chill?
Philly.
SB.
It's crazy because on this A game, because I had to go check who they beat. It's crazy because they did beat Atlanta twice, back to back, by the way. But it's the Raptors though. The Raptors beat Atlanta twice on this A game. Yeah, on this 8 wins, by the way. But it's the Raptors though. For sure.
Penn would be mad right now. I'm just letting y'all know.
Yeah, but they really beat nobody. They only beat the Magic they heard, but it was the Magic, Atlanta, Pelicans, Wizards, Bulls, and they just beat the Clippers. And I like how we just been dogging half the teams we just said, so I ain't giving them no credit for them wins. So yeah, it's Raptors for sure.
All right, we got a tie. We got 2 votes for the Raptors, and then we got 2 votes for the Hawks.
No, we got 1 for the Hawks, and we got 2 for Philly.
2 for Philly?
Yeah.
What?
I'll pick the Raptors. That was the worst team.
No, we got 2 for Philly, 2 for the Raptors. So Mars.
No. Ox picked the
I picked the Raptors.
Yeah, Ox picked the Raptors.
I'll pick the Raptors too.
Oh, okay. I thought
2 for the Raptors, 2 for Philly. Mars, you got to break this tie. Who's worse between these 2 teams?
Between the Raptors and the Sixers?
Yeah.
The Raptors.
Damn.
All right. There you have it. We got the Raptors coming in at 23.
Penn gonna make a video about y'all. Just letting y'all know.
Which leaves us with 2 remaining teams. The Atlanta Hawks and the Philadelphia 76ers. I'm going to go back around the room again. You guys let me know who's worse out of these 2. Big Ox.
Atlanta.
Okay. Jordan.
Philly.
Chill.
Philly.
SB.
Philly.
There it is.
Mars.
Atlanta.
All right. Well, Philly, you are coming in at 22nd.
Ron, you got Philly too?
No. I got Atlanta.
So it would have been 3-3.
You think they worse than Philly? You think they worse than Philly?
Yeah, but I'm also looking at the trajectory of things too, though.
Right.
The Atlanta's going this way. Philly's going this way.
Okay,
or at least trying to go this way.
It's the other way around because Atlanta just won yesterday, which means they're going back this way. And
it means they won a game.
There you go. So because we won, that's a positive. That is a positive right there. We won, so we going back this way.
1-0. 1-0, Mars. 1-0.
100%. We're in the pot.
1-8 in that last 9.
Nah.
That don't matter. That don't matter.
A real team only think 1-0 when they win. A real team only think 1-0.
We going toward the
That's
black.
it. 1-0.
We as good as our last game than why the Wizards in 30th.
Hey, 1-0.
It's
Hey,
because
Wizards 1-0. Wizards 1-0.
it's a different story.
They are going up.
They are going up.
A far ass way to go, though. They got a far ass way to go, though. That's the problem with them.
They just been on the power ranking. They just
Ron, I just watched the 76ers. 100%. That's a fact. Ron, I just watched Philly give up a 26-point lead over this weekend. I did. I just watched them give up a 26-point lead. They don't have a closer. I think they lost 4 of their last 6. Right. Paul George is in and out of the lineup. I don't know when Joel Embiid is going to play again
today.
And is he going to play tonight or not? Because he's questionable for tonight, right? So Maxey, as good as Maxey is, I mean, he supplements a lot of their stuff. Is he good? Is he better than what Trae Young has been doing? No, I don't think so.
Maxey been hooping recently.
And he 100% has been playing.
Maxey
100%.
He had 42. He had 42 last game, right? I think he had 42 last game.
He's looked a lot better, and they've won 4 of their last 6.
His shot creation is a lot better. His shot creation is a lot better than I gave him.
Morris, they went on a 4-game winning streak.
Yeah, they beat the Cavs, they beat the Lakers, they beat the Kings. They won 4. They've won 4 of their last 6. The last 2 games they lost were close games against the Celtics
and the Nuggets.
Like they've looked better as of late.
As long as the process still going on, they always gonna be trajectory down. Until they give Maxey.
Well, yeah. The team sucks, but that's a whole different conversation. But they've looked better recently, and Tyrese Maxey is figuring things out.
Give Maxey the keys to the Bentley, man.
He looks really good recently, so that helps.
But it's just like we know what's the issue with the Hawks. Like you guys lost your second best player.
That doesn't help. Yes,
exactly. So it's like y'all 2-8. I don't think he. When did he get injured? I don't think the last 10 games was without him. Yeah, but even with him in the lineup, they were starting to skid down. And then obviously he gets hurt, and now it's just like,
well, if we're going to do that, Ron, we got to do the same thing with Philly. I mean, your best player has been in and out of the lineup the entire season, and you've been
but he's not out for the season.
You've been bad more than you've been good, though.
For sure. But I give Philly the benefit of the doubt because their best player is still able to play. He might not be able to play every night, but he will be available. They still have him moving forward. The Hawks, they just lost.
The who?
The Hawks.
The Hawks.
Oh, okay. The Hawks.
They just lost their best player or their second best player. And he's gone. He's not coming back.
Philly true second best player been out for a while too.
Maxey been there.
No. It's Maxey team to me. It's time to let. I'm talking McCain. Yeah.
McCain. Oh, my McCain. Oh yeah, McCain.
Hey, McCain was hooping though. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, as soon as I seen that, I would have been taking calls for Joel Embiid. As soon as I see how them two hooping in the backcourt, we got him. The future is now. Hey,
but then everything McCain came out on TikTok. McCain would have came out on TikTok. You would have been pissed off.
I don't even care. Everybody must go. Look what Money Mike say. Even you, everything.
Hey, I know, Cap though. We can put together a package for Joel Embiid. What would it be? Who's willing to give up what for Joel Embiid?
I'll get more what I got for Luka for him. I can tell you that.
For sure. The Lakers just flat out just gave that away because they felt like it was one of them ones. Like,
why y'all talking like this? Wait, this sounds nuts to me. Ron, what are we doing here? They got traded for a top 10 player.
Okay, hold on, wait. Bro. OG, do you know what the original trade was? Do you know what the original trade was?
What's happening right now?
OG, do you know what the original trade was?
Bridges got traded for 6 first-round picks.
OG, do you know what the original
got traded for a bunch of picks because there was no valuable players in it.
It was no value. The original trade. The original trade was AD, Dalton Connect, and 2 first-round picks. That's not more.
It was Bojan Bogdanovic in the trade.
Yes, but what I'm saying is we talking about Luka, the Don Doncic
at 25 years old.
You're acting shocked that there was no picks, but there's no picks because there was no Anthony Davis in the Mikal Bridges trade.
Yeah, but hold on. They could have got they 29th pick. I mean, they 2020.
Yeah, but then Rob Pelinka was like, oh, Luka's a bit too risky to give up.
No,
Mars.
I'm gonna tell y'all the truth.
Since we brought that up, Mars, I'm glad you brought that up because, okay, Mars, I am taking the Bentley off your hands. Yes, I am, Mars.
You crazy, man? Y'all psyoping me to believe in this crap.
100% am taking the Bentley.
Going with what's been reported.
Yes, and Mars, I am taking the Bentley off your hands.
I want to know your opinion, Mars. Yours.
And with me
my
taking the
Bentley,
Bentley,
they wanted AD and they got AD, so they don't need 5 picks.
Okay.
See, but the problem is y'all not announcing the fact that like they had a better trade, but
they got the bare minimum.
They've been down talking Luka. So Rob Pelinka finesse say, yeah, you know what? I'm actually concerned about Luka health. So you're gonna take less of what I'm gonna give you. They
that's
first-round picks.
If I'm Dallas, this is what I'm asking for.
Nico Harrison is an idiot. I think we can all agree.
Agree. Yep.
Ox might. Besides Ox, I think we can all agree Nico Harrison is an idiot for this trade.
I don't think he's an idiot.
Listen, if I am Nico Harrison,
we might be able to agree that Nico Harrison's an idiot.
Yeah,
if I'm Nico Harrison,
more valuable than 5 picks.
Mars, listen to me. If I'm Nico Harrison and I'm giving y'all Luka, I'm gonna tell you what I need. I need Anthony Davis. I need Austin Reeves. I need y'all 2 picks. I need old Lakers memorabilia. I need Jerry West ashes. I need Crypto Arena. I need everything. I need everything from the Lakers.
But they had a better trade at first, bro.
Luka shouldn't have been traded. But we're past that point.
Bro, I need everything from the Lakers.
Us saying that is beyond, like, at this point, it's like, okay, we're saying it for no reason. They wanted to trade Luka. They wanted Anthony Davis. Nico Harrison then decided to ruin his chances in negotiations by downselling Luka so much that Rob Pelinka felt comfortable saying, you know what? Luka might be too risky for me to give up an extra pick. Like, that's where he
said, okay, you all right.
So that's where
he just paralyzed himself. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, if you're trying to convince me you would rather have 5 picks as opposed to Anthony Davis, you're a liar. I don't care. You're a liar.
First of all, I don't even know how long we're gonna have that.
My only problem was that you came to them with a great trade request, but they countered because you've been down talking your superstar so much. I think if they said Anthony Davis, Dalton connected their 2 first-round picks, I'd have been happy. But for what they got compared to what they had on the table, because he couldn't shut his goddamn mouth and stop dissing Luka, that's on him. That's the problem I have, Chill. That's the problem. I'm not disrespecting AD. You know I got to love AD. I'm from Chicago. But the whole point I'm saying is Nico is a dummy, and he better not start his car for the next couple months in Dallas because of how he finessed them over. That's all I'm just saying.
If I give you those two first round picks, those two ones.
And Dalton Connect.
Yep, those 2 first round picks.
Max Christie and Dalton.
But those what are those 2 first round picks? I don't know. Let's say when are those 2 first round picks going to be available? Let's say
2029 and 2031.
Okay, so in 5 years, right? The Lakers are giving you the Lakers giving Dallas those two first round. The Lakers are giving Dallas. Is that I want to make sure I'm following you guys. The Lakers are giving Dallas Anthony Davis, Dalton Connect, and those 2 first round picks for 2029, which is 5 years from now. So in 5 years. With Luka on this roster, the way that they're going to build this roster, because he is the future, with Luka on this roster, they're going to be much better. Hopefully, a championship contending team. At minimum, a top 3 seed in the Western Conference. So if I'm giving you Anthony Davis,
they're going to be at minimum that.
Anthony Davis, I'm giving you Anthony Davis, I'm giving you Dalton Connect, and I'm giving you with the 29th pick in the first, or with the 27th pick in the first round of the 2027 draft, the Dallas Mavericks select whoever, or the Lakers select whoever, and the 26th pick. What difference does that make? Is that a bargaining chip for you to have those 2 picks?
It makes me sleep. Sleep better at night. Yep.
It's just the idea. It's just the idea that we traded away Luka Doncic and.
Because this shit sound to me like sound like it. Because what? Real quick, Jordan, I want you to keep going.
Go ahead.
But this shit sound to me. This shit sound to me from SB like I'm paying you those 2 first round picks. That's expenses. That's all it is.
I want to feel like I'm getting worth my money's worth, Chill.
It doesn't matter. I'm paying you expenses. We already got the deal done, but now I'm paying you extra for expenses. Here,
okay, but OG, now what you gonna say when your fan base pulling up trades back to back, saying how they got more for Mikal Bridges, how they got more for Paul George, how they got more for Rudy Gobert?
You're not taking. They didn't get more.
This is bullshit here because you're not taking. No, I'm sorry, Ron, if I'm yelling, but you're not taking 5 first round picks over Anthony Davis. You're not doing that
at the age of 32. Why not?
Hell no, you're not doing that.
It depends. It depends on what team you are. It depends on what team you are. Obviously, the Brooklyn Nets wanted 5 picks because
if you're trying to win, you're not taking 5 picks over AD
right now.
Okay,
but I'm thinking, I'm gonna take something that you got though.
What's the conversation? If you Nico right now, Chill, knock on wood. I don't want this to happen to my boy. AD get hurt recently. How you gonna come in that press conference?
Well, I mean, first of all, I'm glad you brought that up.
That's a good question. That's a very good question. I'm glad
you brought that up, SB, because this isn't something, when I say right now, this isn't today. This is a 3-year window. We got 3 years to make this thing work. We don't have just these 6 months. Like, if this doesn't work within these 6 months, oh my God, we screwed this up. No, we got 3 years to make this work. Anthony Davis is 32 years old. He's still got some good years left in him, and we all know that big guys, when you start to reach your mid-30s, now they really start breaking down. So we got 3 years to make this work. I got Lively, a young guy who I got at the 5. I'm gonna keep him at the 5 when he gets healthy. Anthony Davis gets to move to the 4, which I can now keep some life on. I can get back some of his years, because playing the 5, I'm taking years off of his life. On top of that, I got Kyrie Irving, who I'm gonna re-up. And in the process of me re-upping Kyrie Irving, I still got to get a lead guard in here, right?
What if Kyrie don't want to re-up?
Well, that's the thing. I gotta convince Kyrie Irving to come back. Yes, I do. This doesn't work. This doesn't work.
And then also, Chill, explain to me how that Kyrie Irving couldn't win with Kevin Durant, but you expect him to do it with Anthony Davis.
That's the reason why he didn't win with Kevin Durant.
They couldn't win with KD because the team.
No KD slander. Chill.
Yeah, the team was always hurt. Like,
I just want to know. There's also a possibility that can happen again. The team can always.
For sure.
So Kyrie is a lock. That's what you're saying.
We have to get Kyrie back in the fold. Yes, we have to get Kyrie back. We have to get Kyrie back in the fold.
What if Kyrie retire?
So we're gonna get Kyrie back for not Luka.
There's many ways in which the Mavs can be cooked.
Yes.
And it's more ways than they can be successful than get cooked.
That's why the trade is stupid. Of course,
100%.
No
that's
one
all
is
I'm
saying.
saying.
The trade is smart.
So you cool with giving Kyrie the max for not Luka?
Is if they get the 3 years of Kyrie and AD together, and they maximize that window in a way that they wouldn't have been able to do if they got 5 picks. That's all we're saying.
I'm just saying for Nico not to listen to nobody is crazy.
No,
but he knew what he wanted. He wanted to stay competitive. There was only 2 options: Giannis, Anthony.
Why you tell other teams?
Those were the only 2 options.
So Giannis wasn't on the table. Giannis wasn't on the table.
Hell no.
They called for Giannis. They said,
hold on.
Ain't nobody trading Giannis, Jordan.
Hold on. Listen. I forgot to tell y'all this. So look, now I might have said this before, but I'm gonna say this now. A little birdie told me. I know I went on a little trip. I can't expose my sources. But a little birdie told me that the Lakers, this was 2 years ago, they said the Lakers were going to get Luka Doncic or Giannis Antetokounmpo. And me and my friend both looked and said, hell no. 2 years later, boy, I need to call and apologize. But that's all I'm saying. And they said, don't close the door on Giannis. So you might see Luka the Don and the Greek the Freak in LA. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, well, now, sure. But at the end of the day, Dallas wanted to stay competitive. Dallas, Nico Harrison said defense wins championships. Dallas very clearly wanted a big. Dallas, if they want to win, need a top 10 player. Name me the players in the NBA that fit that criteria. It's Giannis, it's AD, and maybe Joel. Because obviously Wemby, we know is not happening.
And so which one of those 3 guys, Mars?
In the league, Joel was
which one's available? Which one's available?
Giannis is not going to be available.
Joel is
Anthony
available.
Davis is the only one that was viable. So Anthony Davis was the best they could have got. They got the best thing they could have got for what they wanted.
And on top of that,
I don't know why we're not acting like Dallas didn't come up.
And on top of that,
I don't know why we're acting like Anthony Davis on that Dallas team. Be careful for what?
Be careful, Ron.
Be careful
I'm
for
telling
what?
you.
Like, I don't care. I don't
I'm
care.
trying to tell you.
Like, okay, you lost Luka. He's gone. All right, get over it. Hey, I'm telling everybody, get over it. Luka's gone. Dallas has a hell of a team. I'm not talking about Luka Doncic or what they were. I'm talking about what they are right now. They have a hell of a team.
Who your facilitator, Ron? Who your facilitator?
Kyrie Irving.
SB. This is a 3. SB. Stop looking at right now, SB. 3 years we have.
What you mean?
We got 3 years
right now.
I'm not
right.
Even right now.
We are trying to win right now. We're trying to win within this 3 years. That's what's
happening.
A month ago, if I told you, yo, we trading Luka Doncic, what would you have said?
You on crack.
Right. Only except
would have been like for who?
Right. Only except that's not going on. And on top of that, you dudes say to me all the time about basketball, you keep forgetting about the money. I still owe Luka $80 million over these next 2 years. He signs that max for 5 years at $354 million. That's 7 more years that I owe him. That's over $400 million. Don't forget, we see this dude every day. We know who he is. We know what he about. We've been around him. That $400 million that we're going to owe him over the next 7 years, what does that look like 5 years from now when we're in the middle of a deal that's got $70 million on the books and the shit that we complaining about with Luka Doncic is still going on and it's getting worse because he's getting older.
Chill. No matter how logical
they're looking at.
But chill, no matter how logical you being, chill, it don't matter. Don't nobody want to hear that because they went to the finals last year. So no matter what,
that's not know anything though. That ain't know anything.
Hold on, real quick. Hold on, SB, real quick. No matter how logical you think it is or whatever, don't nobody want to hear that. And it's just so it's pointless to even keep going with that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to hear the facts and the truths of these things because it's Luka Doncic. We just got to let it play out. Now the Lakers are still in a good position though. So I mean,
I don't think so.
It's maybe not today, but I mean it's the Lakers. But
long term, long term. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they're not just gonna go out. You know what I'm saying? This is the LA Lakers.
Thursday,
but I want to ask y'all a question though. If Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving win a championship in Dallas, what does that do to LeBron's legacy?
Oh, can we get back to the list?
Carl, come on, man.
Nothing. They don't do nothing to LeBron's legacy.
We're not doing that.
Nothing. That man 40 years old.
Hey, Ox. See,
40.
Hey,
come on, man.
Ox, see, this is why you just said it. Like nobody want to hear that. Meanwhile, I got to listen to this dude on top of me say that if the Denver Nuggets win it with Russell Westbrook, what does that do for LeBron's legacy? But meanwhile, when you bring it up,
I said that.
Meanwhile, when you bring it up,
what I said was Jokic is trying to do what LeBron couldn't.
I know how that goes already. I'm going to ask the question anyway. I know how that goes either way. You know what I'm saying? We only want to talk about what we want to talk about. You know what I'm saying?
I got a question.
I'm still going to ask the question.
OG, by your logic, you said in 5 years, what we gonna be looking like with Luka dealing with the BS? Okay, 5 years from now, what is your future with Dallas? Because you've been trying to win with AD and Kyrie, y'all failed. So who is your star?
They ain't gonna be there in 5 years.
How you gonna give me to come watch a game? The franchise won't exist. Like the
SB, I'm glad you brought that up.
Mars, Mavs got some loyal fans. They ain't going nowhere.
I know we got to move on, Ron, but SB, like I just said, this thing that we got going on right now in Dallas, the culture is changing. The landscape of the crew is changing. We got 3 years to make this thing work. 3. That's it. 3 years to make this thing work. We got 3 years to see if we can get a championship out of these guys in 3 years. And we got some moves that we can make. Let's be clear about that right now. We're not thinking about 5 years later. And the reason why we're not thinking about 5 years later, because the money that I'm paying Anthony Davis right now over the next 3 years is going to be half of what I would have had to pay Luka in an extension. So that's why I got 3 years to make this thing work. Like it does it have to work today? No, but I tell you when it does have to work within the next 3 years. That has to happen.
And if it don't, then what? What you gonna say?
If it don't, then it was a mistake. What we did, 100%. If it doesn't, it was a mistake. What we did.
Okay.
I mean, if you win a championship out of it, there's no mistake.
It's all good. That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
No matter what happens, if you win a championship
next
year after, that's what's up, bro.
Because the Raptors GM did that.
It will be the best mistake.
That's going to be a great move for them. A great move.
Maybe Nico. Maybe
a great mistake.
Maybe Nico is doing the what's the Raptor GM? Masai Ujiri? How you say his name? Masai Ujiri?
Something like that.
Yeah, maybe
Masai Ujiri.
Masai Ujiri, but maybe they doing that. Maybe he doing that with he did with DeRozan and bringing Kawhi. So maybe.
Yeah, shout out
we'll
to
see.
DeRozan.
All right, y'all. This is the list right now. Let's go ahead and get back to it. As you can see, we got through the first 10 teams. Wizards at 30, Jazz 29, Nets 28, Pelicans 27, Hornets 26, Bulls 25, Blazers 24, Raptors 23, Sixers 22, and the Atlanta Hawks 21. All right, y'all. Here's who we got at 20. Let's keep it moving. We have a team that has fallen from grace. It's been a rough couple weeks for the Orlando Magic.
They suck right now.
They'll be better next year, though. When they get back healthy, though. It's going down. Going down next year.
It's impactful, then, I guess. But
hey, man, Paulo, that deal.
I'm starting to question that fit them two together.
No.
I don't know.
I'm back off the Paolo train. I'm just putting out.
We haven't seen it though, Ron. I mean, we saw it last year and it was working, and then this year they go in and out of the lineup, so that chemistry was off. Paolo, I feel like, is more of a dominant ball handler and facilitator, but Franz needs the ball too. But when they're on the floor together, it works between those two. They know how to play off of each other because I feel like Paolo can distribute. I think Franz is better at that.
Oh, my bad. I was gonna say, you think they need a better playmaker, to help both of them go?
No, I actually like the way those two work together. I mean, to have a lead guard like Suggs, like that, I don't think that bothers me.
Hurt though, right?
Yeah, that's what the problem has been. The problem has been help with this crew. To be honest with you, I don't mind the fit. I think the fit works if we continue and we're able to see it for an extended period of time. The problem is that we haven't been able to see it. We saw it last year, and they made it to the playoffs. This season, they've been in and out of the lineup, so we haven't really been able to see it.
And chill, let's not forget how they started the season. Everybody was talking about the Magic difference. They was killing in the beginning of the season.
They were.
They was
Paolo
killing.
looked great. How Mars, how you felt about Dallas before the Luka trade and the injuries that they had? That's how I feel about Orlando. I haven't been able to see them healthy the entire season, so I really didn't know exactly. I can't say that they're garbage, but I can't say that they're awesome neither because I haven't seen them.
The Magic started the season 3-2 with Paolo when he was playing well. Then he got hurt. Then they lost like 4 straight.
Yeah.
And then they went. Then they went on that major winning streak with Franz leading the helm. Then Franz got hurt. They played with neither one of them for a while. Then Paolo came back. He was playing without Franz for a little while. Then they both have been back, and now they suck.
Jalen Suggs went out too.
Jalen Suggs got hurt. Mo Wagner got hurt in the meantime.
I think bro down the bottom named George. So who the CJ McCollum in this relationship in Orlando? Who the CJ McCollum? And who got to get rid of? Who you gonna get rid of first if it don't work?
You don't got to get rid of either one of them.
You don't got to get rid of Paolo or Franz, because both of them are.
I think they work together.
Basically, they can be legitimately. Paolo can legitimately be the number 1, and Franz can legitimately be a number 2. Maybe a half of a number 1, but he's legitimately a number 2. That's for sure. So you don't have to get rid of neither one of them. I just think you have to find. But Jalen Suggs is hard. I was gonna say you're gonna have to find a guard that can play with him, but.
Yeah,
I'm off the Paolo train. That's not Paolo. Like they're not. Really? They don't suck at all, bro. Jalen Suggs. Really? When Jalen Suggs went down, that hurt a lot.
And Paolo, man, that's a horrible injury to come back from. And
I'm trying to understand that from Mars.
I don't know.
What Paolo is it? The injuries? Because it ain't the play. Like, what is it?
Oh, it's for sure the play. It's always been the play.
Mars never been really too high on Paolo. But
last year I wasn't high, and then I was being called crazy. Then the playoffs came around, and everyone was victory lapping me because he started making some jump shots. Then the first 5 games came around this season. I was moved. Everyone remembers I was giving Paolo his praises because I'm not just biased. So when he was changing his play style and he looked more conducive, I was like, okay, this is nice. He got injured. It's a shame. I wanted to see how it really looked over the course of the season. He's come back and he's reverted back to the old Paolo that I didn't like. So yeah, I'm back off the Paolo train. I think anyone who's been watching the Magic over this last stretch or whatever, it's not just Jalen Suggs being hurt. It's the fact that Paolo Banchero cannot dribble the ball without picking up his dribble in the mid-range. His handle's not good enough, so he can't maximize his best weapon, which is his passing ability, because he can't get into the paint, which leads to him then taking a bunch of stupid jump shots. And he's not good enough as a shooter to justify the shots he's taking. And then he can't play very well without the ball because he can't knock down threes. And he's not the most active player. Defensively, he's the worst player in their starting lineup. I'm back off the Paolo train.
Well, tell us how you really feel.
About him.
Yeah, tell us how you really feel, Mars.
I mean, he does.
This is how I really feel. He Italian Julius Randle. That's how I feel. He Italian.
We've seen Paolo do all those things.
Oh shit.
Do all of those.
Like I've seen Paolo get into the paint. I've seen him get to the I've seen him do all these things.
I've seen it happen, and then it just now all of a sudden it's not happening. Like I don't know.
That doesn't mean it's not going to start happening again, Mars. I mean, he's a kid. He's 21 years old.
This is the issue I have a lot, right? If I speak on a young player and their flaws, I'm apparently in the wrong, because what I'm saying is right now he's not good at these things, and the rebuttal all the time is that may be the case, but he can get better. Cool.
No,
he can.
No, that's not. Well, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that we've seen him do this consistently.
I'm talking to Chill.
Sure.
He may be.
He's done this consistently though.
Okay, no, the hell he has not. That's whatever. But okay, cool. He can get better. Cool. He can get better. I understand it. Young players can improve. Same argument you made against me with Scoot Henderson. And guess what? Scoot Henderson has started to look better. That's fine.
Certainly
I
has.
am not saying Paolo cannot get better.
Sure.
What I am saying is right now,
today,
Paolo Banchero is not the player that people have tried to convince me he is. Can he become this great player? Yes. I saw it in the first 5 games of the season. That's his pathway to greatness. That what he was doing the first 5 games is his pathway to greatness. What he's been doing is not greatness. He's not playing like an all-star. He's not playing like a number 1. He's not playing anything like that. He's playing poorly because of the weaknesses I think he has in his game. I think he's the worst defender in their starting lineup when they're fully healthy. I think offensively, he is extremely flawed as an outside shooter and as a ball handler, so he can't maximize his best ability, which is his passing ability. And because of his ball handling flaws, he ends up settling for jump shots that aren't in his wheelhouse. That's my issue with Paolo. Now, can he get to a point where he can use his physical profile to get into the paint and collapse defenses? Yes, because I've seen him do that, particularly in the first 5 games of the season. But even last year in the playoffs, the reason he was successful against the Cavs is not because he used his physical profile to get wherever he wanted. It's because he got cut off, picked up his dribble, and made some mid-range turnaround jump shots at a rate that he never did before in his career. That's what happens. He had a great series because he shot 50% from mid-range and 40% from 3. If you think Paolo Banchero can do that consistently, all power to you. That man shot 50% at the rim in the playoffs. He couldn't get to the rim, and when he did, he couldn't score there. He scored in a way that wasn't conducive to his actual game. That's why I didn't overreact to that 7-game series, because that didn't show me anything about how Paolo was going to project going forward. The first 5 games of the season absolutely did. And everyone who was up here knows I sung his praises. I said, if Paolo can play like that, those first 5 games, I'm never having the France conversations again. He's better than France. If that's who he's going to be, he's better than France. Ever since he's come back from the injury, I was like, okay, I'm going to say maybe he's just working his way back. I don't know how serious an oblique injury is. I don't know how major it is. I don't know how difficult it is to come back from. I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's just figuring things out. We're now at 12 games since he's been back, and it's been terrible the whole time.
It hasn't been terrible the whole time. He's had a couple good games.
Here's the thing.
And back against the Bucks was good. Everything since then has been downhill. Everything since.
So his 26 and 12 game.
Now, Mars.
That was bad. His 32-point game. That was bad.
Now, Mars,
the 32-point game. The 32-point game in which he shot. I want to say 50% on the free throw line.
Yeah, he's had a few games.
Yes. He wasn't.
I'm not gonna say you had a bad game because you shot 50% from the free throw line. I'm just not.
But we us two, we view efficiency very different, which is fine. Like you think 50% from the field, great. I view 50% from the field and 50% from the free throw line.
No, not good.
Not ideal. Not ideal. But anyway, not good at all. But yeah, he can have games where he makes shots. That's cool. Yeah. What I'm talking about is the process.
Sure.
The process. And Paolo Banchero could go out whenever they play their next game and have 40. If he has 40 on a bunch of tough mid-range jumpers, I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, that moves me. I'm going to be like, okay, good game. He played well. He made shots. But in terms of the process of how Paolo can be successful, that's not the recipe. The recipe is not having games where you make some jump shots that you don't normally make. The recipe is doing the things that are best suited for you, which is Paolo using his physical imposition, getting to the free throw line, ideally knocking down some free throws, which he can't do, which is another problem. And then being able to put teams in foul trouble, be a constant mismatch, draw double teams, all of that. He's doing none of that because his handle can't get him where he needs to go on the floor. Now, so if he gets cut off 2 times, spins back and makes a turnaround jumper, cool. He got 2 points. If he does that 10 times, he's got 20. Cool, whatever, good game, whatever. But the process is wrong. That's what I'm saying. You guys focus a lot on the outcome and that the result. So Paolo has 25 and 12. Oh, good game. I'm looking at how did he get those 25?
Mark, I understand
you. Is that sustainable? That's how I'm viewing it. That's why I
Mark sound like me with Jalen Green.
Because everyone was telling me Paolo was averaging 27 in the playoffs, and I was here saying he's doing it in a way that is not sustainable for him. So that's fine. It was great. The Magic needed his production in the playoffs, and you give him credit for producing that. But when I talk about how good Paolo is as a player, what I'm talking about is what he's doing and how sustainable it is. You can go on a hot streak. Jalen Green's January stretch where he was 50% from 3 and averaging 30. That's great. The Rockets needed it. Is it sustainable for Jalen Green to shoot 50% from 3?
There it is.
No,
right there.
I'm not going to be like, oh, this is who Jalen Green is. No, what I'm looking at is what's sustainable. The things that have been sustainable for Jalen Green has been him getting to the rim, playing with better pace, playing off 2 feet more, making better reads as a playmaker. Now, there's still a lot of flaws there, but doing those things, that's sustainable. 50% from 3 is not sustainable. 50% from mid-range from Paolo is not sustainable when he's taking 10 of them a game in the playoffs. That's not sustainable. It's cool when he makes it, but that's not sustainable. What was sustainable was the first 5 games of the season. That was how I viewed him being successful, and then he's gone away from it. That's why I'm not moved with Paolo. That's why I'm back off the train with Paolo. That's why I'm back on the France is the best player on the team, because everything France does is sustainable. He's getting
France was still the best player on the team, even when you was
France gets into the paint. He gets into the teeth for the defense. He's one of the better finishers at his position. He's one of the better defenders at his position. He's improved as a playmaker. He can run pick and roll now. All of those things with France have improved. Now the issue with France is, can he shoot the 3 at a high level? That's where I'm like, that's really going to cap his ceiling. If he can shoot 3s or not, I don't know. Right now, it hasn't been great. So that's my concern. Like at least everything else seems to be.
Yeah, but Jordan, with that being said, though, Jordan, still for a player like Paolo, the things that Mars was talking about that he was making, those are the shots that he's gonna have to make. You know what I'm saying? So whether or not it's sustainable, the fact that we've seen the fact that's what I'm not saying it's a whole shot, but I'm saying for this team to be a successful team, Paolo or Franz, mostly Paolo, is gonna have to make those shots where I get to the teeth of the defense, get cut off, and turn around and make a jump shot over my right shoulder, my left shoulder, whatever way. Those shots that are the tough shots that he's making, that they're saying, oh, well, he was making those, so it made it seem like he was better. Those are the shots that you're gonna have to make in tough games. Those are the shots you're gonna have to make in the playoffs. Also, with that being said, though, he's gonna need relief, whether that comes from Franz or whether that comes from Jalen Suggs, Anthony Black, KFC, whoever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it may be. I know his name, Jordan. You got to, you know, those are the shots. Those are the shots that he's gonna have to make. And so whether or not he's, you know, can make them consistently or whatever in those moments, in order for that team to be successful, Paolo Banchero is going to have that in his bag. You know what I'm saying?
Remember, this only year 3. He got more than enough time. I know that, SB. But what I'm saying is, when you a lot of times those are shots that we might look at as like, oh man, that's we don't want that shot. But those are the shots that he might, you know, you're looking for when you're that guy. And if Paolo is going to be that guy, those are the shots that I'm going to have to make turnaround jump shots in the middle of the floor. You know what I'm saying? Wherever it may be.
I just want to say this.
I just got y'all a KFC.
That can't be the majority of his shot profile.
Right.
It's always good to have. Counters are always great to have. But
I just want to say,
you go to is that's the problem. But
look, I just want to say, I'm a huge Paolo Banchero fan, and I 1000% agree with everything that Mars is saying. The shot diet is the problem now, because this was my spiel with the whole Jalen Green thing, and everybody was kind of like, he that. And it's like, realistically, what I'm seeing today. So he is right. Even though I'm a huge fan of Paolo Banchero, but Mars is 100% right. The shot diet. Once you change that about Paolo Banchero's game, which he was doing before he got hurt.
Y'all right, but it's year 3 though. Y'all act like this.
Yes, but he was doing it before he got hurt.
If I'm talking about a player currently, what year they're in isn't relevant. If I'm talking about Wemby as a rookie and saying he's flawed in this and that offensively, I'm not saying he will always be flawed in that. But sometimes we have to be able to talk about a player as they are currently.
No, I agree with you. You was right what you said.
I'm talking about Paolo. I'm not saying he's always going to be cooked.
Right.
5 years from now, he might figure it out. 5 years from now, he might not.
You're just talking about right now.
I'm saying right now, these are the issues I see with Paolo's game.
Sure.
If you don't fix him, it's going to be a problem.
And you should, Mars. 100% you should. Because last year when the playoffs started, right, and we saw Paolo in the playoffs, we saw a spark. We saw things that we liked. We saw things that we can build on. And what did he do? He went home. He got into. He came to the summertime. The summertime came, and he improved on his game. He worked on his game. He got better at his ball handling. He got better in his jump shot.
And
he got better in. Then he was playing like you thought he should start playing. So to your point, the process was working. Well, then he gets hurt. Well, anybody who knows athletes, when you get hurt, your confidence starts to wane. Can I still do what I used to be able to do? Can I run as fast? Especially when we're talking about a core injury. Can I jump as high as I used to? Can I run as fast as I used to? And what I'm doing, Mars, when I lose that confidence, I start to revert back to surviving. Okay, what makes me survive? What helps this kid Paolo survive? Getting to the basket, putting my head down, reverting back to the stuff that I used to be able to do just to get me here. So now we're off the process of me actually improving. Why? Because I got injured. That's why you still see the flashes that you saw last year in the playoffs. You still see them now. And the reason why you see them now, because I'm not 100% there. What I was when I was when the season started, I was 100% there. And that process was working and I was moving. When I got hurt, now I got to get myself back mentally tough enough. And I got to get myself back to where I was when I was working on my game, and the stuff that I was putting in my game was making me better, so I can get to the point, to your point, where you were moved, because it was clearly working. It's not working now because I'm in and out of the lineup. This injury has kind of screwed me up. On top of that, the crew that I was on, which we were meshing really well together before, from last season to this season, it was actually working. Now, the fact that I'm in and out of the lineup, it's not working. And then on top of that, the way I'm playing, it's making us look even worse. If I can get healthy and I can stay healthy and my confidence is where it was before, that stuff that you have a problem with, I can get that back because it was working a little while ago. I can get that back.
No. Only thing I was
Mars. My issue, really quickly, guys, and I'm going to let you go. My issue with you, Mars, is how you are off the train with him right now. right?
That's my problem.
That's my issue with you, because I think that you're seeing what you saw last year, the problems, and you're not identifying why we're here. It's not because he's not improving. It's because it's a problem that can be fixed. I have an injury, and this injury, once this injury heals up and my confidence gets back, what the train that you were on, we can get back on that if you just give me a minute.
I'll get back on it if you start doing it again.
I feel like you give it up on them too early, Mars.
Stay on the train when everything is showing me.
It's year 3, Mars. It's not. If it's year 6, I would hear you.
Okay, here's the thing, right? I've learned a lot from the Jalen Green stuff. Everyone knows how much I've gone to bat for Jalen Green.
You're welcome, Mars.
And what I've done is I've ignored all the flaws and just said, I see the flashes, I see the potential. And I've been wrong. Quite frankly, I've been wrong.
Why didn't you tell me?
I'm not going to do the same thing with Paolo and be like,
you doing it with Shaden.
No, I'm going to ignore all the flaws and be like,
Shaden ain't been sharp.
Wait, when you was going there with Jalen Green,
I'm a changed man.
Did you say Jalen Green flaws during this time though?
Yes,
like
I saw them and was just like, I think the flash is overcome.
But you still said I'm believing them though.
As an analyst, which I guess is what I would call myself, I don't know.
Streamer.
That's what we are.
I'm gonna call the game objectively. Right now, what I'm seeing from Paolo, I'm not going to be on the Paolo train and just be like, well, I hope he figures it out. If Paolo figures it out, I'm going to commentate on it and say, this is what I wanted to see. Paolo's figuring it out. I'm going to give him his credit. When he's
like
not,
I did with Jalen Green.
When he's not, I'm going to criticize him for not figuring it out. Same thing I did with Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey, everyone knows I was quite hard on Tyrese Maxey because of the way people were talking about him. I didn't see the same thing because of my issues with his self-creation, his intermediate shot making, all of those things, and how much he, in my opinion, needed Joel Embiid to thrive. Yep. Then since then, what have I been doing the last week or so? I've been praising Tyrese Maxey because he's been figuring out ways to be effective without Joel Embiid. His shot making has improved, his shot creation has improved, and he's looked like a better player. So I'm just going to call it how I see it. That's what I'm doing from now on. I'm calling it,
and that's fair. And that's fair. There's
not about the agenda. It's not about this is my guy, this isn't my guy. I'm just going to call it how I see it. And right now, how I see it with Paolo, I'm not.
So much. What I was trying to get to at the very beginning when we was talking about this, Mars, is the fact that because I had said, well, I've seen Paolo do all these things, not just for a quick flash. I've seen him do these things somewhat consistently, right? Getting downhill, getting to the paint, finishing at the rim, kicking out to shooters, all those type of things, right? So I'm asking you is this from Paolo? What he's in right now, is this a slump or is this who he is? And when he does those things that you were talking about, is that just him on a high, or is that who he is? Who is Paolo? Is Paolo that guy, or is he this guy?
Italian Julius Randle.
The sample size of him being the player I don't like is larger than the sample of him being the player I do like.
Gotcha.
So the history would tell me he's more of what we're seeing right now, Italian Julius Randle. But the flashes of what he can be are like very evident and very encouraging. It's just flashes.
And you don't think Jalen Suggs helps Paolo's game when he's on the court?
I think Jalen Suggs helps in the fact that he relieves some of the ball handling duties, and he also they're using him way too much as a shooter, but that goes back to the Orlando situation offensively, which is also one that I give Paolo and Franz some bail in the fact that they have like 2,000.
If Italian,
I just think Suggs helps them both.
I agree. The injuries haven't helped. I also think Mo Wagner not being available hasn't helped as well. So I think that a lot of it it goes beyond just Paolo. It goes beyond just Franz. But if I'm talking about Paolo, I do think there's things within him that he's also needs to be better at.
So Mars, if Italian Julius Randle was here, so what's up here then? Italian who?
The Italian Stallion. What you mean?
The Italian who? Italian versus you had a name for there, so let's see if you keep it the same energy. So when he get up there, he's the Italian who?
He reminds me of him. I don't whatever.
Italian who?
LeBron.
Italian Melo.
He gonna be Italian LeBron, Italian Luka, Italian Melo.
He like
Italian Luka.
For me, if he figures it all out, he's like a better Detroit Blake Griffin to me.
Italian Blake Griffin.
I can see that.
That's what I would come.
Not bad.
If he figures it all out, he's a better Detroit Blake Griffin to me.
Or a lesser Carmelo Anthony.
The playmate. Carmelo's best skill set was his scoring. Paolo's best skill set is his passing ability to me.
I mean, you would never know Billo could pass. He was passionate, so you would never get a chance.
Paolo to me is a legitimately great passer. The issue is he can't get to the spots on the floor that maximizes passing. But he is a great passer to me. So if he can figure that out, he's Detroit Blake Griffin.
But Mark, see right there what you said. If to get to those spots to be a great passer, he had to be a great passer. You got to be able to pass from these other positions and communicate with your teammates that they got to move, they got to cut and get to better angles for you. A great passer going to have to be able to get those passes off from wherever he's at, unless he's like way back, you know.
Or he just got to stop taking bullshit ass shots. He just got to stop taking them badass shots and just.
That would probably help.
I hope he figures it out because the potential is very apparent. Like potential is very.
The thing about it too, though, like with his situation with the Magic, like we're all saying, take better shots, don't shoot that. Well, it's kind of hard when you're the number one option, and everybo's looking at you like we need you to shoot the ball.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
You have to score for us. Yo, look at
they are.
What is the Magic's problem? Mars, what is the Magic's biggest problem?
What?
They can't shoot the.
They're half court off.
Look at Paulo like
but he's part of the problem though in the half court set.
Obviously, but I'm saying who's gonna shoot the ball?
It's not about, but it's not about. See, look, I think y'all are misconstruing that it's about him shooting the ball. It's not about him shooting the ball. It's about the quality of shots that he's taking.
I get that, Jordan. I get that. But Jordan, here's the thing. I'm gonna just use myself. I'm flawed in certain areas on the court. If the Blazers called me today and was like, "Yo, Ron, we need you to come be the number one option," I'm gonna shoot the shots that I can shoot. Right now, he has to work to get better at that. I'm not denying that. What I'm saying is, it doesn't help that he has to shoot the ball no matter what. Paulo, we need you to shoot 20 shots. No matter how you get him how you get him. But no, I agree, Jordan. I'm saying it doesn't help that he doesn't have I would say a cover for him. Somebody else that can step in. And yes, he has Franz. And it's the same thing with Franz too. But it's like
KCP not a good wing. KCP not a good wing.
KCP's not a creator like that.
I don't need him to be a creator. I'm the creator. Because if KCP is creating, what is Paulo doing? You're in trouble if KCP creating for you.
Exactly. So Paulo has to do that.
Paulo has to create, distribute. And not take them turn around, spin, fade away from the middies, even though they look tough sometimes. But let's get into a better diet. That's all I was saying about Jalen Green too. And he started doing it in the month of January, and then it just kind of he's back and forth.
Right now, he just really can't make a three.
He can't make a three.
But 2 points, he's actually still been pretty solid. The issue's been like
he hit a three in like 3 games, didn't he?
But let's stay on Paulo. What I'm saying is the same thing with Paulo. Like. If we go all dissect Paulo shots, I'm hindsight. Obviously, we can all say, "Hey, you probably should have did something different." Okay, that shot's not there. Let's go into a quick handoff, go into a quick swing, go into a quick roll, go into a post up, repost because he's big enough to do that. Rather than just take these crazy, bro. I've seen him shoot shots. I'm like, damn. That's a tough ass shot. And then I'm a Paulo fan. I love Paulo in high school. I love him in high school.
His shots. I'm not. But I really like some of his shots.
Yes, but like what Mars said, we can all be blinded by it looks good. He can't do that shit all game, and he tried to. His problem is he actually tries to. That's his problem. Like, yeah, you made 4 of them, but he gonna try to make 10 of them, and it's like, nah, that's not. That diet is not sustainable. Let's play a little bit better.
We gotta wait till he grow. We just gonna leave it as we gotta wait till he grow.
Who's next on the list, Ron? At 18.
Yeah, we got
20.
All right. At 18 or at 19, we have the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, they suck.
Oh my God, Mars!
They begging for a superstar. What can we say about it? They calling everybody? Please let me get your superstar player. That's all they doing. So
there's not much to really be said. I'm gonna be honest. They just suck.
Yeah,
I don't know if Warriors.
And for the record, SB. They calling everybody. I ain't helping your ass. Get the hell out. Click.
Oh, yeah, you
know.
Why? Because of their dynasty chill.
Click. Every time I turn around, so when you had that big ass house on the hill and you was living up there, and I asked you for some butter, right? I asked you for some butter. Nah, I ain't got no butter for you. Nah, you chilling. You got a whole big ass bucket of biscuits with butter. Now all of a sudden, you know what? That big ass bucket is gone now, Ron. And you need some butter, and now you calling me. Hey, I was wondering if you had some butter. Yeah, I do have it. Not for your ass though.
You can't get it.
And if I do give it to you, I'm taxing.
I got butter and cents with it.
I'm taxing for it if I do give it to you.
I ain't got it for you.
Hey, I'm FaceTiming them. I'm gonna have a phone propped up. I'm gonna have my biscuit. I'm gonna get a big ass scoop of butter. I'm gonna start buttering the biscuit. I'm gonna be like,
plenty. Not for you.
Put some money on it. Let it drizzle there. All that. You can't get none of it.
I ain't got nothing.
You know they burnt. You know how many bridges they burnt when they went inside Kevin Durant.
Y'all has a price though. Y'all got to remember everything has.
They trying to sign KD back.
It's triple the price.
Hey, Mars, is that real? The
I
Rockets
hope they
Devin
get him
Booker?
too, Mars. I hope they get him.
I hope so.
But you just got to update it.
You gonna get Jalen Green up out of there?
I see somebody said in the chat, but I've been seeing it on my phone pop up. I've been seeing it on my phone.
Would you sacrifice Jalen Green for Devin Booker?
For Devin Booker, hell yeah.
Okay.
Nah, it wouldn't be my first
offer.
offer.
I was trying to make sure you ain't that lost with your Jalen Green.
My first offer would be Fred VanVleet, Cam Whitmore, and like a pick or two. But if they ask for Jalen Green,
Cam gotta go.
They're not getting Fred and Jalen Green. They could get Jalen Green, maybe get Cam Whitmore.
Only untouchable on the Rockets.
Jock Landale.
Everybody else can go. You can have.
Green not even untouchable to me. They asked for Shane Green, I consider it. They asked for a man hanging up. Yeah.
No.
They asked for Shane Green, I consider it. But
all right, y'all. We got to get back to this list. We actually about to run through this list now. So y'all stay with me. We're gonna go ahead and move through this. At 18, we have the Miami Heat.
Okay. Tyler Hero shouldn't be the All-Star, by the way, but that's a different agenda for a different day.
You say he shouldn't be?
Yeah, we got to keep going on, but yeah, he shouldn't be. But we keep going on.
Right there. Yeah, Trae Young was right there.
Yeah, okay.
At 17, the San Antonio Spurs.
Damn. You don't think that's a little bit high for the Spurs?
I think that's a little low.
They got De'Aaron Fox. Yeah.
I think that's
low.
But
we can't.
The price went up, baby.
No. You're right. I had him at 18, Ron.
The price went up, baby. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday's price ain't today's price.
Chill. You had him lower or you had him higher?
Not higher.
Yeah, but y'all can't. I had him at 18. But y'all can't go off of just because they got De'Aaron. Like, that's not the point of the power ranking.
Yes, we can.
Nobody goes up in the power ranking because they just got a player and haven't played a game. That's not how that works.
Hey, look, once you put some speakers in your car, it's gonna sound.
That's called preseason AP poll. No, that's called preseason. That's called a preseason AP poll. You can't do that. That's a preseason award right there. We can't do that.
Once you put the logos on that caddy, it hit a little bit different. Once you put
yeah, they'll probably be higher on my next one too, because they'll probably win more games. But as of today, we got to be fair.
Ox, yes or no? Ox, do you have some butter?
It's triple the price.
I'm saying, do you have it? If you got it, do you have some butter for me?
Nope.
Not for you. I don't. No.
That means do not.
OG, we got it, but it's triple the price for you. I'm charging.
That means do not knock on Ox door if you the neighbor. If you the neighbor, do not knock on his door.
Hey, don't come right here trick or treating.
Hey, what the old man said when he asked for something, can't get shit.
I ain't got nothing.
All right.
I can't get none. Can't get shit.
At 16, we got the Detroit Pistons.
I love this show. Detroit doesn't suck. They don't suck, yo.
W take by me.
They don't suck.
I mean, they still mid, but all right, they don't suck. They
didn't move up to the mid. That's a good thing, though, Ron.
No, that is.
They don't suck, yo. They don't. I got them making the playoffs. I don't got them in the play-in tournament. I got them making the playoffs.
Playoffs?
Yes, I got them making the playoffs. I don't have them in the play-in tournament.
Okay, I can see that. Looking at the East kind of shake, I can see that.
I mean, they're going to lose to whoever they play anyways.
Yeah, for sure.
I ain't going to argue that. I won't.
Their experience will be fun, which is
for the growth.
I can see it being a 6 seed. They're a half game behind the Miami Heat for the 6 seed. I can see them being better than the Heat.
I think they're going to make it. I think Chicago's probably going to fall out. So if it's Philly,
I hope we do, please.
I don't think they're going to lose in the
I don't want to see no more Bulls basketball past April. I don't want to see. I don't even want to see the United Center logo past.
I'm on record saying it, Moss. Ox. I'll say it right now. I think I was wrong about Jalen Duren's defense. Call up the Brooklyn Nets. They're having a fire sale. Ask for Claxton. I think they hand him over. I think they hand him over.
What sale? They're
having a fire sale. They're having a fire sale.
Flash deal. They're having a flash deal.
Come through.
Everything must go.
All the stuff on the yard, Jordan. Everything is outside on the yard. Come get what you want. Come get it.
Trade the crash out on the team. You got to trade him, man. He a psychopath.
Crazy.
And on top of that, what we were talking about earlier, Ron.
The crash out is Heat.
Call up New Orleans and check their temperature on CJ. Call up New Orleans and check their temperature on CJ. I think it is Mars. I think it is.
I'm not gonna bring up the conversation, but you guys were arguing with Jordan for no reason. Like no reason.
Oh man.
So Jordan, you guys were arguing with Jordan.
Damn, Jordan. Just when you thought you had backup. But
no, I'm not going to bring up the conversation. Jordan was very clearly right. You guys was arguing.
No, I'm saying Jordan could have had backup, but you wasn't here. But since you weren't here, we can't get back into it.
I would have stayed out of it anyway. I would have stayed out.
Oh, okay.
Of course. I'm
not about to defend him. Like, but
of course.
I will say in hindsight, like after the fact, yeah, you guys were just arguing.
All right. Well, at 15, we have the Phoenix Suns.
They suck too.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, but when I said that the Phoenix Suns is 9th in the Western Conference before the season started, I almost got ran over by a truck.
Yeah, but that's because
you did say that.
You did say that.
What was your reason, OG?
There's 40 games left to play, or 30. Right. There's 30-some games left.
40 more opportunities to suck.
OG, what was your reason why you said that? Because I kind of agree with that take. What was your reasoning, real quick? What was your reason why you said it was going to be 9th?
Oh, I just didn't think that. I didn't think that they would be very good. I thought that KD, as good as KD was, this whole Devin Booker and Bradley Beal thing, I just didn't think it was going to work. And my biggest problem, more than anything with this crew, was at the 5 spot. Nurkic is a black hole. Not only is he a black hole, his motor is awful, and I don't get anything offensively, and I get very little defensively from Plumlee. I thought that was their biggest problem. Considering what was going on in the Western Conference, I thought they were going to be, and I thought that the Western Conference was going to be really good. On top of that, I thought that the Western Conference was going to be good. So
I'm not mad at it.
And Nick Richards didn't save the day, unfortunately.
He did not.
I don't know why would they. Why would they think he would? I don't know why would they think he would. I've been saying Nick Richards has been the most
Superman.
Nick Richards has been mid. He was mid in college. He's mid now.
We going all the way to college.
No.
Yeah,
he's still a major improvement over what they had before, but he's just not very good. But he wasn't
very good in college either, though. I don't even know, like, wasn't very good in college though. That's all I'm saying.
You say he shouldn't have made. He should never made it. That's how
he
bad.
Shouldn't even made the league.
That's crazy.
I think he fought his way in the league. Salute to him. But from what I'm seeing, how the NBA goes with these bigs, I just don't see Nick Richards and what they've been looking for out of all the bigs that they think, whatever archetype they have for the big. I don't see Nick Richards being above average on any archetype, or sometimes even average. That's all.
Where did he go to school? He went
to Kentucky.
Kentucky. He wasn't very good at Kentucky.
I don't even remember him.
He wasn't very good at Kentucky.
Playing for Kentucky, I was gonna give you a shot though in the league though. Playing for Kentucky,
not necessarily, but
he's just.
I mean, I said a shot. Give you a look.
He's just not it. Like that's all it is. He's just not it. But he's just so much better than what they were using before that. Like, it's an upgrade, but it's like he's.
Bro, Bobo's still on 18.
Yes.
Yeah. Tyus Jones sucks as well, by the way, but that's a whole different conversation. I'm not bringing.
I thought he was gonna help them out with the.
Did think that they were going to be better off the strength of that. I thought that because of the Western Conference being what it is,
they got too much stuff,
and the fact that what they had in the hole, I thought that was going to be their biggest problem.
One of their big three got to go though for sure if they really want to actually be good. One of them have the big.
Yeah, but
exactly, they got too much stuff. They got too much stuff over there for Tyus Jones to even be who Tyus Jones can be.
Oh, Jordan, they don't have enough.
Got too much. No, they got too much. No, chill. Listen to what I'm saying. They got too much stuff for him. For his, you got Devin Booker who needs the ball. Kevin Durant needs the ball. Bradley Beal needs the ball. What is my job as Tyus Jones? I'm not a knockdown corner 3-point shooter.
To get them the ball.
They got too many wrenches in the toolbox, Phil. They ain't got no screwdrivers, no hammers. They just got a bunch of wrenches.
Chill. This ain't the old school lead guard like you've been saying. Them guys basically the lead guard. Devin Booker is. Kevin Durant is. Bradley Beal is. Tyus Jones is a corner boy. He on the corner with nicks and dimes. That's it. He ain't his boss no more. Like that roster and what it is, it's not conducive for what he does. Like it just, and so I get it. It's just not a good fit for him.
Let me do it, Jordan. If only someone was saying that the whole time, when am I gonna get my?
One thing I do want to shout Tyus Jones out. He has been knocking down that three.
Yeah, but that's not his game.
Yeah, he can make threes. Yeah, he can make threes for sure.
But hold on, Ron, because I got to bring it back, and I'm glad I'm here. I wasn't here on Monday. So Mars, can I get my credit?
Oh God,
because I'm technically right.
Right.
So the Mavericks? So could the Mavericks win with that style of play?
Oh, so you're gonna
no.
No, that proves that you were right. That you can't.
What else do it prove?
So Jordan, how are you going to say that now And just a second ago, you was making a big deal about the trade. Talking about they traded Luka.
It's still dumb, but I'm right by all costs. I can be right against myself.
You're gonna play both sides of the fence just to make sure that you
arguing with me, and me is wrong, and I'm right.
I'm right. No, listen. Whatever it takes for me to be right,
and I'm wrong. I'm right. Yeah, you wrong. I'm right.
Hey, no. I'm right. I told you to be right about. Listen. I just said they couldn't do
before.
I ain't never seen nobody.
This is all I know is I have seen this before.
Hey,
it was a dude that was named, I think, the final boss, something like that. I've seen something like this before.
All I'm saying is, I'm right.
Gun turn and point to yourself.
No, I am right. I would just look. At the end of the day, I'm an analyst. So I'm just analyzing the trade. Yeah, at the end of the day, I'm an analyst. I'm just analyzing the trade. But I'm saying overall, what did I say? I said can't win like that. And guess what, Mars? You have to admit it, because you know why? We would never know. But we know they ain't gonna win like that, so it's over with.
To be honest, I was gonna say though, Jordan, I was saying that Jordan a year before you came up here.
Oh, okay.
Jordan, to be honest with you,
Jordan copy and takes again. Crazy.
But Jordan, to be honest with you, Jordan, I think the GM looked at Luka and he said, "Yo, we can't win with him." I think he said that.
That's what he said. No, that's definitely what he said when he said, "I think defense wins championships." So that proves my point even more. When he said, "I think defense wins championships,"
in LA, they're gonna just say he changed his style. So
of course, and I'm gonna be right again. I set the stage.
You are wrong. I told you.
No. What did I tell you? I set the stage. Y'all don't get that. I only argue. You know what it is about me? You can call me what you want, but I only argue points that I know I can win in the long run. I'm not gonna argue a short-term point.
So you just setting up for the haymaker.
I'm playing the long game.
Waiting to throw that right. I got you.
No, absolutely. It's a 12-round fight. Now you beat me after 12 rounds, I will come on this show and say you got me.
So what you're trying to say is we taking AD takes, you taking Luka takes.
Hey man, I'm willing to come back on here at the end of the season and tell you who better out of Derek White and Dennis Schroeder. That's all I'm saying.
Wait.
Hey, I ain't gonna say too much. I know you ain't gonna say too much. Yeah, I ain't gonna say too much.
You have to wait a little while to be right about that one.
Yo, we got
next Olympics or something. I don't know.
We got to get back to the list though.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
And at 14, we have the Sacramento Kings.
Shout out Ox. Shout out to Ox.
Good place for
I just at 14.
14 sounds fine.
I just at 14.
I think they'll be higher on the next power rankings though.
They should have had an all-star.
Maybe be at 9 next time, right, Mars?
No, we gotta see how DeMar's act look together. I didn't see this story before.
I'm saying,
DeMar's that look good before Lonzo.
I'm saying it, and I'm not gonna mention
who Lonzo on the team.
The Sacramento Kings are that chick. She's a 6 with a fat ass. That's what she is. That's what the Sacramento
That sound like Sacramento. That sound like Sacramento to me.
I'll say it one more time for the people in the cheap seats. Sacramento is that chick. She's a 6. She got a fat ass. That's what she is.
Hey, but is she a 7, 8, 9? Damn near boy.
That's the Sacramento Kings.
Hey, boy, she is 7, 8, 9.
She ain't all that in the face, but she got a fat little ass.
I don't know what y'all. I don't know what y'all scale is.
She cool as hell too. Chill.
7, 8, 9.
I don't care, Bron. I don't care what day of the week it is. Call her up. She'll come through, and you're gonna have a good time. Clothes on.
Was she reliable? That means she reliable.
No, she reliable. No, she ain't. She ain't been good since the 2000s. She's that old lady.
Listen, I don't even know what y'all scale is, Chill, but a 6 is high. A 6 is high, Chill.
Now, SB, be clear about one thing. Now, be clear about one thing.
That's fire.
That's what I'm saying. A 6 is high.
Like I said, you're gonna have a good time with her. That don't mean you ain't gonna get into some shit when you hang out with her, because you are.
She was bad back in the day.
You're gonna get into some shit.
The Mavs just got Caleb Martin.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, I haven't seen the details.
Hey, all right. Hey,
see what they doing. See what they doing.
For who?
Quentin Grimes in the second round pick.
You see what they do?
What? They traded Quentin Grimes?
I was gonna trade Quentin Grimes, but Caleb
traded Quentin Grimes.
Caleb Martin.
for defense.
You crazy as hell for trading Quinn Grimes, bro.
Defense wins games.
Crazy.
I think the theory. They're clearly just trying to get bigger. Like they're just removing smaller players and lesser defenders.
I need a playmaker. Though.
That's what
I need a playmaker.
I guess because they feel like they got a closer. I guess because they feel like they got a closer in KD. I mean, AD and Kyrie. So I guess so.
To me, they're trying to go. Kyrie is Allen Iverson. And we got the 0-1-6s. We just gonna have size and defense.
No, because they got AD is a much better scorer.
He is not Mutombo.
Okay,
I'm saying in terms of size, defense, and we have one perimeter guy who is kind of responsible.
I don't know if we've seen a duo like this since Shaq and Kobe. We might not have seen a duo like this since Shaq and Kobe.
That's all right now.
Hey,
Looney Tune, you Looney Tune.
Clip this right now. Clip this right now.
Who's next on the list, Ron?
Kyrie and AD will be Shaq and Kobe in Dallas.
We can move on, Ron.
Yeah, JD, don't clip that,
I can
JD.
assure you, this is one you'll be wrong about.
All right, we're gonna see.
100%.
Shaq and Kobe. They building up.
Say it again, because you know it's gonna get clipped. So say it clearly. So
Kyrie and AD will be Shaq and Kobe in Dallas. That's why they're getting all these defenders.
Hey.
Kyrie gonna be their closer, and AD gonna be Shaq sometimes.
Hey, 3 letters,
That's all
ladies.
be.
Hey, 3
letters.
Shaq
Sometimes.
3 letters. Oh, wait. 3 letters, ladies and gentlemen. CTE. It gotta be. Because
It ain't no CTE. I'm cooking right now. Boy, I got the gumbo. I got the gumbo cooking right now.
You're gonna be wrong. It's cool.
Hey, Jordan. Hey. I ain't eating that shit.
I'm not.
You cooking for yourself. I ain't eating.
Y'all know me. Hey, we gonna come back. Hey, all I'm saying is y'all know when AD scores 35 and Kyrie scores 35, guess what? I'm gonna be back. Guess what I'm gonna say?
Jordan just threw the greens in the pot. He ain't soaking them. He ain't clean them. He ain't clip. He ain't do nothing. He just threw the greens in the pot, put some water in there, and heated it up.
Hey, okay. So after the first game, when they dropped the 30 ball, after the first game when they dropped the 30 ball. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna give y'all the benefit. I ain't gonna say nothing. But after the fifth game, I'm gonna say something.
Stop.
Shaq and Kobe, we gotta move on the way.
We gotta move.
Hey, I will say though, I don't think Kyrie's getting enough credit for what I believe that he's gonna do. Kobe,
like
no,
7
but
years ago,
I do. Shoot, right now, Kyrie, he's averaging 24 right now.
Kyrie's still like that, but he ain't being though.
He missing 3 still. He was averaging 24 with Luka. He finna average 28.
Look,
30.
Jordan, this is a size thing. If Kyrie was 4 inches taller and AD was 40 pounds heavier, maybe we can get with it.
No, we can get with it.
They ain't like Kobe and Shaq though.
Hey, I ain't saying they gonna be like that. I'm saying something like that. That's all I'm saying.
I can't even say they dying Shaq and Kobe. I can't even say they dying Shaq and Kobe. Yeah, but all right, y'all. Ironically, next on the list at number 13 is the Dallas Mavericks.
Really?
I mean, with that,
the Mavericks
I would have had them at number 1.
What do you know, boy? The stars are aligning, Ron. How did I know the Mavericks was coming?
I do want to ask you guys, though.
We got to move them up because of the trade.
How do you guys feel about this roster? Obviously, they just got Anthony Davis, and they just got Caleb Martin. How do we feel about the Mavericks' new roster? We haven't seen them play yet, but do you guys like the moves they made?
Yes, I got them at 10.
Yeah. I think they still in the mix for going to the finals still, because it just depends on what the Lakers do with they move with Luka, because the Lakers got some holes they got to fill. I'm talking about some crazy holes they got to fill. The Mavericks, they filling the Luka Doncic hole, but they still got a solid team. My only argument about that trade was I have no idea how long it's gonna last, but as of today, like I said, if they win the finals or even go to the finals, they good. And the Mavericks can go to the finals. Still, AD, championship player. Kyrie, championship player. The rest of the team, they've been like PJ Washington, they got their feet wet.
Caleb got some experience.
Caleb been to the finals too.
They got Clay over there.
Clay been to the finals. Well, they got 3 championship players on one team. They might not have Luka.
Caleb Martin been there too.
Exactly, but he ain't winning. I'm talking about winning.
Well,
but they got J Kidd too. They got J Kidd too, bro. That's a recipe for success.
See, I need
what
Kyrie,
he's saying.
Clay,
for 1 year,
I definitely need Kyrie, Clay, and AD to win rings without LeBron and Steph.
It ain't about LeBron and Steph for me.
And Max Christie.
It
ain't about that. It ain't about that, y'all. But y'all gotta remember, it's a long off season, man. I need some material.
I agree.
The most rings of anyone of like this generation will be amazing.
Hey, I'm just looking ahead, Joe. I'm just looking ahead.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. And what if Clay? And to be real, what if Clay? You know, just he had that epiphany, like y'all counted me out. I'm finna turn this shit around.
Oh, you think he
turned around? I got a question. Just because you're trying to push
looking like this by choice?
Yeah.
He
looking like that by choice. He couldn't wait to look at there.
I'm stepping back in and grabbing the wheel. We got to keep it pushing.
Can I ask one quick question? Which for your agenda to push, which Finals MVP hit worse for you, to Kyrie Irving getting there or AD real quick?
It don't matter.
It don't matter.
It don't matter.
You on devious timing. Yeah.
Shit, I really want Clay to get it.
Oh.
All right. At number 12, we have the Minnesota Timberwolves.
I think they should have been lower because of Julius Randle, but all right.
Man, what's up with this?
No, I'm playing.
12 is reasonable. 12
I'm playing.
They just lost to the Wizards, but Ant didn't play. So
they've been looking a little better.
Or Rudy. They lost to the Wizards. They lost to the Wizards.
Yeah, Ant-Man some spacing, bro.
I'm not. 12 sounds about right. Yeah, 12 sounds about right. 12 sounds fair. I'm not mad at it.
All right, at number 11,
went up here and snatched some chains.
At number 11, Jack Chill. This your man.
This your man.
That's your man.
I'm saying when y'all was on Playback watching when y'all was watching Houston in New York. I was watching Minnesota and Sacramento.
I mean,
he is my man though.
I wouldn't even known that about the shirt you wearing, but I can't believe you didn't watch that game over the Kings. I wouldn't have known that about your shirt.
We was on Playback though, so
shout out Debo and the chains that he's been snatching, and shout out Debo for the chains that have gotten snatched off his neck too.
And
circle of life.
It is a circle of life, you know. But shit, it means no worries. Hakuna Matata. Chill. But did you? Yes, but Malik Monk also
played did. Well last night. He was hooping last night. He for sure was hooping.
Yes, I did, Mars. And to be honest with you, I see what you're looking at. It looks a little bit different than what De'Aaron Fox does, but I see what you're looking at with with Malik Monk. The athleticism, him getting downhill. He's a little. I feel like he's a little bit. I feel like he's a little more. I feel like he's shiftier than De'Aaron Fox is too, and he gets a lot higher on that jump shot. And I didn't give him enough credit because I'm. This is not something wrong that I'm just going to stop. I'm going to watch more Sacramento. Yeah, I'm going to start watching more of them. Yeah. I see what you look
at. So you want to watch them more?
And then they add Zach LaVine to that.
Because of the reason why SB is because of what they telling me about Malik Monk, and that's why I got to watch them.
I think
more.
He's good, but I've seen this TV show before. Don't watch it. It's
Malik Monk will be playing that PG until he don't feel like it. But like I said, I don't really think it's so much about him playing PG. The way that they play with Sabonis is gonna be very good. Like it's gonna be hard to stop Sacramento regardless because Sabonis is basically the engine that's driving that is doing that.
All I'm seeing is just like a boosted version of the Chicago Bulls, like it was a Red Bull with a shot of. I'm getting flashbacks to Kobe White at point guard, Malik Monk play style.
No. The lowest version.
Same team. I mean, the Kings.
No,
might be
it's a low resolution. Look,
the
Kings.
Sabonis Vucevic, huh?
It's
the Kings makes sense.
Look.
No. DeMontis is 3 times the player Vucevic.
Kobe,
no, it's not.
SB, relax, bro. Ron, sit him the hell.
Listen. It's a low resolution Warriors. The Kings are the low resolution Warriors. That's what they are. The Warriors were in 4K, and the Kings are in 720. That's all I'm saying. It's a low resolution Warriors. Draymond, Sabonis, Clay, LaVine, Monk. Not even Curry, but you get where I'm going with that.
Man, we ain't nothing like the Warriors.
Harrison Barnes. The Warriors, DeRozan, Harrison Barnes, or KD, whichever one you want to use.
Who's Draymond?
Either one.
What?
Sabonis.
Oh my God! No way.
Low resolution Warriors.
One of the worst offensive bigs is Draymond Green.
They not nowhere near the
Oh,
Warriors.
he did get that vote last year. But y'all, we
Chicago Bulls. It's like the Timberwolves. It's the same Bulls-Bill situation. Scoring guard Malik Kobe White, Zach LaVine.
Kobe White, Malik clears Kobe.
Vucevic, a versatile playmaker big,
and DeMontis clears Vucevic.
How did you just characterize Vucevic?
No, that's DeMontis. That's DeMontis.
Versatile playmaking big.
Man, that's the same thing.
That's because you put garlic butter on the steak. Don't mean it's different. It's still a steak.
It's the same thing.
No, that garlic butter changed the whole steak.
I mean, it could, but it's still a steak. It's the same thing.
Hey, you sound like 2K when they was naming players post facilitators and wing running big, bullshit like that. That's what he sound like.
But he's in that category though. They in the same place.
I agree, SB. They 2 7-footers, whatever they are from Switzerland, same person. But either way it goes.
There's no way he a versatile playmaker.
At 11, y'all.
No way in hell. There's no way in hell.
We have the Milwaukee Bucks. And this is how we looking right now.
They're on a little schedule right now. It's not looking great, unfortunately.
All right, we got the Warriors at 19, the Heat at 18, the Spurs at 17, the Pistons at 16, Suns at 15, Kings at 14, Mavs at 13, Wolves at 12, and the Milwaukee Bucks at 11. This is what we're looking at right now. We're going to get into the top 10 here in a second. Before we do that, though, we got some super chats to read. So let me go ahead and acknowledge some of these good super chats. And then we're going to get to this top 10, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you become a member. And keep going, chat. Bandit SPS sent through a members chat and said, I heard the Lakers had proof of Nico at a Diddy party.
Oh, man.
Did y'all get that intel?
I don't know how true this is. And I heard this morning. And
what?
I don't. No, we ain't talking about the Diddy part. We talking about something different.
Okay.
No. But I don't know how true this is. But what I heard this morning, and I shouldn't even be saying it because I really don't think it's true at all. But I heard that Anthony Davis and LeBron James got in a fight in practice.
Oh man!
And when I say a fight, Mars, I mean like an actual fist fight. Like he punched James in the face.
No way.
That's what I heard. Now my question
FBI would have arrested his ass.
They did arrest him. He arrested him.
This is what I heard. This is what I heard. Now I don't know how true this is, but the time that we live in today, there's no reason, there's no way that you guys can keep this quiet. If this is really what's going on, we'll find out.
He must have said something about. He must have blocked Bronny's shot.
That didn't happen.
It must have been something like that.
There's no way a man getting their ass whooped in front of their son. There's no way. LeBron would have killed them in front of his son.
You need to beat up in front of their kids every day, bro.
No way. Not at 6'9", 245. That was no way in hell.
AD big too,
we don't call it AD no more.
I seen AD.
Pool punch hit different.
No way. I seen AD in that Kentucky locker room. And it didn't look
good. Hey, Jordan, things change. Things change.
Nah,
that's probably actually why he fired over Braun. Because Braun probably grabbed him by his practice jersey and said, "Stop acting like you in that Kentucky locker room."
I seen him in that Kentucky locker room, and I'm just not gonna believe that shit until I see. I see a redemption.
Anything possible, man. But I really do hope that that's bad intel. I hope somebody.
I do too. I really do.
That's bad intel.
But.
Well, I mean, you never know, man. Shit, tempers flare. Anything can happen in that locker room or in practice. Anything.
There's no way you punching LeBron.
Hold on, Jordan. Because why not? Jordan. LeBron just another nigga, bro. What you mean? Like if he do the wrong thing, he can get punched on just like you or me, bro. What?
Not in a Lakers facility. No, he can't.
Why not? What? He got a superpower in the facility?
What?
Yeah. Look,
hold on. Do y'all know that Montrez? Do you know that Montrezl Harrell got off the Clippers because he said
timeout?
Do you know that Montrezl Harrell got off the Clippers because of what he said to Paul George?
Yeah, so and you see,
we talking about LeBron.
Yes, but Jordan, you not see AD got traded. But what do you mean, bro? Like anything can happen.
What you the hands are ready for everybody.
Jesus Christ got crucified. Ain't no one above this. Ain't no one above this.
No way.
Ain't no one above this.
No way a teammate is punching Michael Jordan. No way a teammate is punching Michael Jordan. He punching a teammate.
AD don't look at Bron the same way you look at Bron, Jordan. AD don't feel the same way about Bron that you feel about Bron. AD like, nigga, I'm Anthony Davis.
That nigga got common sense. That nigga ball just fist up and said, "You right."
Stop it. I don't know who you think LeBron is,
bro. But what I'm saying is, bro, I just hope. Like I said, I hope it's not true. But at the same time, though, these is grown men. Anything can be said. Anything can be done at any time. You know, but they just men. You know what I'm saying? So
on the street,
on the street, LeBron never got no fight in practice. You never got no fight.
Bro, I don't think LeBron ever got in a fight at practice, bro. Ever, bro.
He done punched somebody before. I guarantee LeBron done punched somebody.
I guarantee he haven't done that, bro. You know, it would be like breaking news. It would be breaking news in Europe if LeBron punched somebody in practice
all the time, bro. People fight in practice.
Can we get back to
not LeBron?
Something that very obviously didn't happen.
Yeah, but
exactly.
Block Bronny shots and get your shot blocked like your daddy used to, and then that probably sent the.
That's crazy. All right, y'all. We got some new members, so let me shout out my man Rashad Freeman. I'm gonna shout out Cheese, and I'm gonna shout out Cheese again because, well, Cheese gifted 10 Players Choice memberships, and then I'm gonna shout out Cheese again because Cheese became a Hall of Famer today. So shout out to Cheese, man. My man Cheese is a Hall of Famer, along with Vale, along with J-Hub, along with Multi Kenny, and along with Cobra Son of Raditz. If you are a Hall of Famer, I expect to see one of you guys up here this Friday for Hall of Fame Friday. But salute to all the members that Cheese gifted Players' Choice memberships, and salute to Cheese for becoming a Hall of Famer. Realist123 said, Laker Nation, ... The second greatest point guard in history will be sitting on the bench in street clothes for the first time. Exciting times. Clippers are getting mopped tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to watch that introductory press conference after this. So very interesting.
I'm just tired of, as a fan of basketball, I'm just tired of Lakers. Every generation, they keep getting star players. I'm tired of this, bro.
That's what franchises do,
bro.
Every
10 years they get another stop, bro. I mean, I'm tired.
The Yankees do the same thing. The Rams did it when they got
they
won their Super Bowl. Like the Rams do that shit.
80s, bro.
Everybody does that. The Dodgers do it.
The only decade you can say they didn't really have nobody. What, the 90s? Besides that, every decade
they got Shaq in the
90s. What? The 90s?
See.
You know what I mean? They still had Magic in a couple of them years.
Come on, man. I'm tired.
There was a downtime before they got Kareem.
When was it? I wasn't allowed during that
time. Like a 3-year period before they got Kareem and after.
I wasn't allowed, and my skin could play. I couldn't drink certain.
They had a downtime after Kobe too.
Man, that's
for a second.
No, they drafted Lonzo Ball. Stop playing.
I mean, they missed out on
Lonzo Ball.
They missed out on.
They ain't had no downtime. Big Baller came through.
Then LeBron came right after that. No,
Drip Bayless said, I know y'all sick of the GOAT talks, but I'm tired of people diminishing players to uplift others. Can y'all please rank these Robins by the impact they've had on their team? Scottie Pippen, Kyrie Irving, Pau Gasol, and Jamal Murray.
Even though he crashed, you called
them Robins. You could have just said, "Could you rank these players?" You called them Robins.
You also could have kept Scottie Pippen out of that.
Yeah, like you actively called them Robins. Like we could have talked about them as players, but now we have to talk about them as secondary players.
That order is fine though. That order that he had them in is fine.
Pippen,
Kyrie. What was the order again? What was the order?
Scottie Pippen's the best player.
Pippen, Kyrie, Paul, Jamal Murray. That order is fine.
Jamal Murray's the worst. So Kyrie and Paul, I don't know.
Is Kyrie over Powell for sure?
Not for sure. No, I don't think for sure. Pippen's number one. Kyrie and Powell, I don't know. I really have to.
That order is fine.
Jamal Murray's lost.
Because Powell was different in his prime.
Like Scottie Pippen, respectfully, is like too good for these talks, and respectfully, Jamal Murray is too bad for these talks. Like,
so it's an even list.
Put some respect on less than name.
Scottie Pippen was so good as a Robin, they need to make like a Robin Award and then named after Scottie.
No, he's the standard of it. That's what it is.
The Scottie Pippen Robin Award. I think that's
who he is.
Jamal Murray looked like the Weeknd.
When you talk about number twos, that's who you compare them to.
Yeah.
All right, Jamal
Yes, I
Williams
agree with that.
sent through a members chat. He said, y'all think Miami can get Lonzo and Wiggins in a 3-team with Chicago and Golden State? Lonzo, Hero, Wiggins, Bam, and Ware is a solid lineup until 2026 offseason to try to get a star.
I don't
As
know.
long as we get some first round picks, go ahead.
I don't know how it would be done. Like I'd have to see the trade and be like, and anything's possible.
It will be Jimmy to
Warriors,
Golden State.
The Jimmy already said he's not signing no extension.
But he doesn't need to sign an extension. The Warriors just need to win right now. So if they get Jimmy for this season.
The Warriors said they don't care. They literally said that they'll still make it happen.
Okay.
I need a contender to go get Alonzo. Like he gonna help someone.
Please, I want him to go to the Hornets with his brother so they can be rapping in the middle of halftime with their brother.
Don't subject him to the Hornets. We need.
That's the only way the three brothers gonna get on the court.
I'll take him in Houston. I'll take him in Houston.
Over Fred VanVleet.
No, if I'm the Lakers, though, I'm for sure. If all they want is a second round,
I'll give you Jock Landale on a second round pick for Lonzo.
No, we need.
Aaron Holiday been playing good though, man.
Lonzo's really good.
No, he is.
He may not play too though. We don't know who knee he got. We don't know how long.
I mean, I don't
you say you don't know who knee he got.
He got a knee transplant.
He got Will Chamberlain's, but like. He been relatively available. I'm not trying to jinx him. Like the only thing he dealt with was that wrist injury, and obviously that being precautionary, so he's not playing back-to-backs and stuff. But like he's been available, so like hopefully that can stay.
You made OG leave with that Will Chamberlain thing. You said OG want rock with that.
Next in line for Will Chamberlain's
that wasn't worse than Jerry West earlier, but
that was
wild. But Lonzo gonna help whoever gets it. Lonzo gonna help whoever gets it.
Hey, shout out Jerry West, good dude.
I don't see Lonzo being on the Bulls past Thursday. It's really no way. Otherwise,
what about Ben Simmons?
I don't know what
about Ben Simmons on the Nets.
Ben gonna get bought out. I don't know.
I don't think nobody really want him or trade for him at least.
Trade.
Trade for him at least. What about Vooch though? I think Vooch should be gone too, but I don't know who.
Man, they've been talking about Vooch being gone for the last 10 years.
The Warriors might call you guys again. They might want a versatile playmaking big.
I set myself up with that one. Right, you got it.
Nah, Vooch on the Warriors though. He's not a versatile playmaking big, but I like Vooch on the Warriors though.
You got it.
Vooch cool on the Warriors.
Yeah, I just like Vooch. I know. See, I didn't know until I got on the panel that Vooch was weak. I thought Vooch was a solid basketball player.
He's good. He's good. Then I got on the panel, and then I discovered, damn, I didn't know Vooch was trash. But who called Vooch trash? Hey, wow.
I've heard it plenty of times.
Last season, Vooch was trash.
Nah, we ain't doing that.
He's been a lot better.
No, I never said he was all NBA, all-star level type dude. I never went that far, but I always thought Vooch was a serviceable big. I liked Vooch a lot in Orlando, especially. But you learn something new every day when you up there.
Last year he was trash. Like I'm waiting.
I mean, he can't guard a park car, but I mean, especially in the paint.
Well, y'all, it's only one way to get down to the bottom of it, and none of you will be able to do that. The only thing that can get down to the bottom of this is everybody in the chat going over and voting. I just ran a poll. It's very simple. Is Vooch weak? And you have 3 options. 1 is trash as fuck. 2 is no. And 3 is, well, he all right.
I want to see what the chat says. I got to go after this, but I want to see.
Is Vooch weak? Is crazy.
Vooch is weak. Is crazy. Offensively, yeah, he get busy. He
can host Mars.
Who next?
But all right, let's get back to the list though. Here we go. At number 10, we have a tie between Luka Doncic's Lakers.
Luka Doncic's Lakers is crazy. It already started.
And Tyrese Halliburton's Pacers.
It is his Lakers.
Oh, this is easy. Yeah, this is easy. Pacers and Lakers. Yeah, this is easy.
All right,
we're gonna go with the Lakers.
Jordan got the Lakers. SB, who you got?
Right now, the Pacers better right now.
Hill, who you got?
The Pacers.
Mars, who you got?
Joe, we don't know what we got yet. We got to wait.
And this is for who? This is for who's better?
Yeah,
Lakers right now.
Pacers are better.
And then already got 3 people set up the Pacers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm not even going to say. I'm not going to even vote then.
Okay.
He was going to say the Lakers.
I don't need to show them no love.
That's crazy, y'all.
Was really gonna you can put a gun. You can put a gun to Ox said he's not gonna get the Lakers no credit or say anything.
We'll never know.
That one you'll never. He'll never say the Lakers good at anything.
Not if I can help it.
That's why I said they got to be a gun to your head. I still think you won't see it.
All right. Well, we got the Lakers at 10, and we have the Pacers at 9. Shout out the Pacers. They picked up their play, and shout out the Lakers. They just got top 5 player in the NBA.
Top 10 player.
Top 3.
Yeah, top 10.
Top 10.
Top
Like
3.
like 9 or 10.
2.
Fringe
3.
top 10. Yeah, fringe top 10.
Top 15. Top 15 is comfortable.
Yeah,
for sure. Top 25 though, for sure.
Oh, no, there's no doubt. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Yeah.
All right. Next up,
I'll say top 5.
we just listed one team from LA. At number 8, the other team from LA, the Clippers, are coming in hot.
Okay, 8 is a bit too high for him, I think.
I'm a foul.
Is it?
8 is a bit too high.
8
for
is
him.
about where I'd have him.
Is it?
Actually, you know what's so crazy? I'd be saying that, and I had him at 8. That means I made a mistake.
Yeah, I had him at 8, exactly at 8.
Yeah, I made a mistake.
8 sounds about right. Yeah, 8 sounds
That
about
means I made a mistake, but okay, I had him at 8.
8's about right. Clippers been looking good. And I really think it's a discussion between. Before I talk about the team that's next, because I think it's a discussion with the Clippers and them. Are the Clippers better than the Pacers?
Yep.
Yes.
I'd prefer them in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Okay.
The gap isn't that big though.
No, yeah, the gap ain't that big.
The Pacers are really good.
They got a good team, yo.
Yeah.
And they're making some noise.
All right, so this next team is the discussion with the Clippers that I want to have. And also, too, this is the playoff matchup I would love to see. We have the Denver Nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. At 7?
Yeah.
Where did I have that? I think I had them at 7, but let me just check.
Yep, that's exactly where I got him at.
Did I have them at 7? 1, 2, 3.
You had him at 5, huh?
I had them at 7. I had them at 7.
The Nuggets are on a 3-game winning streak. They're 7-10 in their last 10 games. Or 7-3, my bad. 7-3 in their last 10 games. And they're 31-19.
Yeah, so 7 is fine. Yeah, 7 is fine. I had them at 7. I had the Clippers at 9. I had the Pacers at 8.
You just said the Clippers.
I said the Clippers at 8. It sounds about right. Like it's not. I'm not mad at.
No, I'm saying you said that you had the Clippers over the Pacers.
I thought I did. Well, then look at my list.
You sound like me now. I made a mistake.
I don't remember my list. I don't even. I know what my top 3 was, but other than that, I don't remember my list. Denver's like. They're just to me. That's just how I view Denver. Yeah.
I do too, but Morris, for some reason, they sticking around and they like really they 2 games, but a game and a half behind y'all.
Yeah, but we're also.
And it doesn't.
But y'all been playing good though. That's the point I'm making. Is you guys have been,
we've beaten good teams. We've been losing.
Well, 32-17 is a hell of a record. It's
nice. It's a great record. It's much better than I thought we was gonna be. And then I watch us. I'm like, damn, we really should be like 39-11. Like the amount of games we've dropped that we shouldn't have dropped is ridiculous.
Like last night, y'all should have beat the Knicks.
Last night we should have won. We lost the game against the Timberwolves earlier where we blew a lead. We lost to the Nets the other night. We blew a game against the Blazers this season. Like we lose games we shouldn't lose, and that's the thing that annoys me. But we're not talking about the Rockets right now. The Nuggets is just we blew first game of the season to the Hornets, but the Nuggets is that's just how I view them. I'm Peyton Watson's out right now. Russell Westbrook just missed the game. Yeah. It's just
I feel that same way.
Yeah,
they got to win last night though
against the Pelicans, right?
Yeah,
and Jokic ain't hit on his PRA, or did he?
Nah, man, he missed.
I know who did hit on this PRA though. I know who did hit on their PRA though. I know that.
Jokic missed by half a point.
Damn. Tragic.
Couldn't make a free throw.
Tell me about it.
But yeah, all right. Denver's cool. Just
All right. Next up, at number 6, we have another tie between the number 3 team in the Eastern Conference and the number 2 team in the Western Conference, the Grizzlies and the Knicks.
Oh, this is easy. Yeah, this is easy.
Grizzlies.
Okay, it's not easy. Never mind.
Jordan got the Grizzlies.
Yeah,
Mars.
The Knicks are better than the Grizzlies.
Oh, you saying better? Oh, okay. No, the Knicks.
What else was we talking about?
Jordan. I thought sometimes he picks the worst team. And he's just
I thought he was saying like What team is number 6, right? You asked him about number 6, right?
I understand what he was doing.
Yeah.
But the Knicks are the better team. That's what I'm saying.
So the Knicks are the better team, but I had Grizzlies at 6, so I mean, I don't know. Ron actually kind of funny.
Ox, who's better?
Yeah, definitely got the Knicks.
So all 4 of y'all got the Knicks?
Yes, I got the Knicks.
Okay.
We all have the Knicks on our list. Let's see. I had the Knicks above the Grizzlies. Yep, I had the Knicks above the Grizzlies.
Yep, that's what I did.
All right.
I'm not as high on Memphis. Ron probably had Memphis at like 2 or something. That's probably what happened.
I had them as the top 3 seed.
I can't remember where I had them. I think I had them outside. I think I had them top 6. I don't know.
I actually did have Memphis at 3.
Yeah, it figures. Yeah, I'm just not as high on Memphis as Ron is. But Memphis is cool. Shout out to Memphis.
Memphis been rocking this year. 9-1 in their last 10 games, 3-game winning streak, second.
9-1 in their last 10.
Yes.
Rolling.
I know who that one loss was against. I know who that one loss was against.
Miles, they went in Milwaukee and put a foot to them dudes' ass.
Yeah, but
they went in Milwaukee and put a foot to their ass. I watched Jaren Jackson like fire to Giannis' ass.
But how many rebounds did he have?
Not many.
Unfortunately. So it just wasn't a good game for him. Sucks.
Yeah, well, shout out to the Grizzlies. They've been hot as of late. We'll keep a close eye on them. If they can keep this up, I'm sure there'll be a title of a show here pretty soon. Their next game, they got, they go to Toronto. So we'll see how this goes. But shout out to the Grizzlies. They are coming in at 6, which means we have the New York Knicks at 5. Talk to me about the Knicks, fellas. They got a tough win last night.
Cat, something's wrong with Cat. He got a chip bone in his finger. He just doesn't look like as bouncy as he did 2 months ago. But he's still really effective. I mean, Jalen Brunson gets downhill with the best of them, and how shifty he is in his one-on-one game, especially in traffic. I mean, he's fantastic. Mikal Bridges, that shot has been so much better than it was before the season started. And he's got a specific area right around the mid-post when he's going right that he gets to, and it's money. I still think that they need another big guy. But other than that, I like what's going on with the Knicks. I do. And Josh Hart is necessary. Let's be clear about that.
Josh Hart, nice.
What do we know what's wrong with OG yet?
It's just a sprained foot.
Yeah, he was questionable for last night.
It's a sprained foot.
He should be back soon.
No
he's probably gonna be back
damage, no broken bones, no nothing like that, Ox. No torn ligaments. It's just a sprain.
That's what's up.
You already know he can't miss more than 2 games with Tom Thibodeau over there. It's in his contract.
He can't miss more than 20 minutes.
Tibbs come to the hospital like, yo, man, what's going on, yo? You all right? Let's go. Come on. What are you doing?
All right, man. How much longer are you gonna be in here?
Man, you've been in here all day. You've been in here all day. Let's go.
I'm just asking, man. I mean, I've been at the office waiting for you. Like,
you just want to sit around eating Jello all day? Get up.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Tibbs coming kick through the door too.
What's going
Damn,
on?
knock the door off the hinges.
Yeah. What's going on? What's your problem?
But all right. So at 4, or what we had the Knicks at 5. At 4, we have the team who the Knicks beat last night, the Houston Rockets. Are we sure that the Rockets are better than the Knicks?
Man, we were missing 3 of our starters.
I think they are.
Yeah.
Not even just off of last night, just in general.
Well, I don't. I got the Knicks
in the regular
above the
season.
Rockets.
I think we've been better than the Knicks in the regular season. I don't think we're a better team than the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
I think we would dub their ass if we went to that 1 through 16 seed. I think we would beat their ass in playoffs.
I think we would get destroyed in the series, but
I think we'd beat their ass in playoffs.
But in the regular season, I think we've been the better team.
Morris, last night was a dogfight, and I know the playoffs are different, obviously, but y'all back healthy. You see them in a 7-game series. You don't think that'd be competitive?
It would be.
I mean, I think we could get 2 games.
I think we can get 4.
So a competitive 6, a hard 5-6.
I said I think we can get 2 games. That doesn't mean it's competitive. I just think we can win 2 games. We could get destroyed before we lose and win the 2 by like 1 point. That doesn't make it competitive. It just means we won 2.
Don't forget, Ron. We did see Denver. I mean, I think they beat the year they won the championship. They beat Phoenix in 6. Mopped them dudes. Straight served them dudes.
And I've seen a competitive sweep, so things happen. Yep. But yeah, I got the Knicks are the better team, but I think the Rockets have been better during the season from top to bottom. That's what I pick.
All right. Well, shout out the Knicks at 5 and shout out the Rockets at 4. At number 3, does anybody have a guess?
Boston.
Are we
Cleveland.
sure?
I'd assume it's Boston considering they've been like the coldest elite group.
Well, Mars, you are right. It is Boston at number 3.
Yeah, I think we all had a consensus number 3. No, actually not. I had Cleveland at number 3. My bad.
Also
My bad, dog. I was like, what the fuck? I was wrong. I made a mistake there.
Yeah, I did have Cleveland at 3.
I had Cleveland at number 3. Yeah.
Jordan,
me and Ox on the consensus.
Jordan, you had so everybody else had the Celtics at 4 or at 3. Jordan, you had them at 4, and me and Penn both had them at 5.
You had the Rockets in the top 3, Jordan?
Yeah, what the hell?
Nice,
That's why I came with my hat on. Nice.
I said nice, damn.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah,
Why you didn't have them in the top 3? Why you don't have them in the top 3?
I told you, I'm an analyst. I just call
Mars be bullshit. Just like that Jalen Green. I ain't been wrong with you about the Jalen Green yet, and you still not listening to me. He gonna get 30 tonight. When you say we gonna lose, we win. When you say we should beat them, we lose.
Like Jordan doesn't seem to listen. I keep telling you, I'm going Jalen Green less.
Everything. He's underselling him. That's what he is with him, Jordan. He's going to undersell him every game.
And the parlay hits. Or he goes more and I'm happy. It's a win-win.
Yes. He underselling him all year.
It ain't no win-win.
It ain't no win-win. It ain't. No, it ain't, Mars.
It's either financial benefit or emotional benefit.
So you prioritizing the financial one.
No, I'm just saying if he has a bad game, at least I benefit financially. If he has a good game, at least I benefit emotionally. That's what I'm saying. Win-win.
I guess so.
So I'm gonna keep doing it for the rest of the season. If we make the playoffs, Jalen Green less every game. But yeah, Boston gonna be all right. Down here though, but Boston gonna be all right.
All right. Well, shout out the Celtics. They're coming in 3rd. The next team up, who do you guys think is number 2 on this list? Obviously, we have 2 teams left: the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Cleveland.
Everybody else? Jordan, chill, Ox.
Oklahoma City.
Cleveland for sure.
Okay. I'm going to break down these votes right now because everybody voted for the Thunder at number 1 except for me. I'm the only one that chose Cleveland at number 1.
You want us to ask you why, or can we just move on?
No, we can just move on. I just didn't think it was that definitive.
Wow, it is.
Based on what?
Okay, so he's the best team in the NBA right now, by far.
The Cavs do have the best record in the NBA, by the way.
They still have the best record.
Yeah,
they're
they do got a
4-game winning streak.
Yeah, they all rolling right now.
The Cavs are still.
Yeah.
What was that 3 games before this 4-game winning streak?
What were there 3 games before this?
What was that streak of 3 games before the 4-game winning streak?
They got roughed up a little bit.
Oh no, they played Houston twice.
They lost to Houston and then they lost to OKC.
Yes, they did.
Oh, to the Sixers.
But yeah, OKC's better than Cleveland.
Mobley didn't play those games neither, Mars. He was out the lineup.
No,
Don't leave that out.
He
played
against us the second game. He played against us.
He didn't play against Philly though. He did not.
Okay, he played against us. They still lost. So. But yeah, OKC's
But Jordan think they're the 3rd best team in the league.
Oh no, Mars.
I think they're the 3rd best. I think I had them number 2. OKC's number 1. Like, I'm not saying they're bad.
3rd best team.
OKC's better than that. Like everyone agreed except
I just didn't think it was like I thought Cleveland would get a little more love.
I mean,
well, we're gonna find out where
they were number 2 on a lot of lists. They got love.
Yeah.
We're gonna find out where they at tonight. I know that. We
Where
definitely gonna find out where they at tonight. They got Boston.
Oh where the hell?
Yes, sir.
Where I been?
Where you at, Ron? Where you at right now, Ron? What you do?
We focusing on this Rockets Nets game. We don't care about Cleveland.
Yeah, they got Boston tonight, Ron.
Just when I thought I had plans tonight.
They got Boston at home. Yes, sir. Boston is in Cleveland tonight.
Let me call Janessa and let her know I'm gonna be over a little later.
Sorry, honey dip. I'm gonna have to come through there a little bit later than what I said I was. Don't worry about who, Jordan. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't worry about who. Just know that I'm coming.
No, you can't watch the game together. We don't do nothing together but sleep.
Oh, so y'all sleeping? See, that's crazy. I ain't sleeping over there.
Now remember who you talking
That's
to, Ron.
crazy. That's crazy. What?
Ron, you talking to a Southern dude. You know how Southern dudes are. Southern dudes are a little bit different. They think a little bit different when it comes to the broads.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely. Hey, boy, y'all waste too much time. I tell you, boy, somebody gave me the best advice. You either got the first night or you got the first 30 minutes. You choose. After that, chances go down, brother. All that courting and flowers and all that stuff. Beat it, loser. The next man doing something different.
Jordan, it's that out of bounds play to work every time. You know that one?
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Hey, this ain't a hope and a wish and a prayer.
I got me one too. When I feel like, doing the extra work. I got a little trick up my sleeve every now and then. I pull out, but I only do it sometimes.
I got you.
Chill. I'm just saying, sometimes chill.
Every once in a while.
New York is a big, New York is a big play. Not a big play, but they got a lot of people there. So you gotta, you're a little bit different. Hey, I ain't into competition with too much. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, y'all. This is what we are looking at for the top 10. This is who cracked our top 10 for February. We got the Lakers at 10, the Pacers at 9, the Clippers at 8, the Nuggets at 7, the Grizzlies at 6, Knicks at 5, Rockets at 4, the Boston Celtics at 3, the Cleveland Cavaliers at 2, and at the top of our February power rankings, they are back, the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yes, sir.
Fellas, before we get up out of here, I need to ask y'all, I just want a quick prediction. This is our power rankings for February. What can y'all see changing come March power rankings?
The Lakers going up. The Lakers going up to probably the Lakers may go down, but the Mavericks, I'm going to go back. The Mavericks will go up probably to about around where the Nuggets are. Just because I think they have a traditional team where it's not like somebody needs the ball, he needs to get his shots. They're gonna play traditional basketball, and it's good for the regular season because they're gonna play team style defensive basketball. Gonna be very good for the regular season. I don't know how well it'll work in the playoffs. I think they can still get to the finals, but I expect them to go up. That's what I think.
Ron, remember that?
You said the Mavs and the Spurs?
Mavs, Kings, and Spurs. Those are the teams I think will go up.
Oh, okay.
Ron, remember that dog days of the season timeline I told you about? So right after the All-Star break, I think because Denver, I told you like a month ago or a couple of weeks ago, like here they come, Ron. So I think Denver.
Oh, you think Denver about to turn it up?
Yes, I do.
So I mean, with that being said, Chill. So Denver's number 7 right now.
Yep.
You got Denver jumping the Grizzlies, the Rockets, the Knicks, the Celtics. You got them jumping into that tier.
I don't have them as the number 1 team in the league, but I think there's a world where we could get to late March.
Top 5.
And yes, they right around that area. I think that's realistic.
Now I got for my favorites coming out of West. Now I got Denver and the Mavericks.
I do think the Mavericks climb heavily.
I got Denver and the Mavericks coming out the West now. I said Denver at the beginning. I was like, regardless, Denver is the most structured team. But now
you have to give them a chance,
Dallas,
Jordan. Just off the strength that they got the best player in the league.
No, I don't have to.
No, I just think their team. I just think their team is.
I don't have to give them a chance. No.
Why not, Moss? Why not?
I didn't give the 06 Lakers a chance.
No, you didn't. But the 06 Lakers weren't as good as this team.
They had the best player in the league.
You said they weren't as good as this team.
The best player in the league.
And because they got a better team. So let me make sure that I
got a well-rounded
team. Is that good?
I think that the team is a lot better than you give them credit.
That's why we disagree, Joe.
Sure.
Yeah, that's why we disagree. You think the team is better than I think it is. I'm not. I don't see it. I think they're cool. I'm not. They're not going to get above OKC. Like, there's nothing they can do that will get them above OKC. Dallas, maybe matchup dependent. They can beat OKC, and I still think OKC is the better team.
I'm talking about the playoffs.
Yeah, they could beat. They could beat. I think you can beat a team in a series, and that team's still better than you. I don't think beating a team.
No, Mars, that's not the way that works.
Yeah,
No way.
I disagree with you. Unfortunately, we don't have time to have this whole conversation. You beating me 4 times out of 7 doesn't mean you're better than me. That just means you won those games. But like that's all.
Means that.
Can you give an example of that though? What would be an example with 2 teams?
Atlanta and Philly. Atlanta had no damn business beating Philly. They didn't, but they did beat them, so they were better.
No, they won, but that doesn't mean you were better. You can win without being better. Like that's happened a lot in life, in basketball, in the NBA, and other sports. You can win without being better. But I'm not gonna then take the credit away from you for winning. You still get the credit for winning. If you ask me who I think is better, that doesn't mean you're better because you won. Like, it's not how.
The reason why there's the divide with me, Mars, with that is off the strength of me beating you 4 times. If I beat you once, I think that. I mean, we can have a conversation. To beat you 4 times in a week, I'm better than you. I am. I'm better than you.
That's fine. Like I'm not about to disagree. Like, I'm going to give them credit if they win. I still think OKC is a better basketball team. So regardless if they lose to Denver, sometimes it can be matchup dependent. You can be a better matchup against this team, but still not be better than them. It's just you match up well with them, if that makes sense. Like so, if you ask me who the better team is, it's OKC. If you ask me who matches up better with one another, maybe Denver matches up with OKC better than OKC matches up with Denver. That doesn't make Denver a better team than OKC.
You think Minnesota was better than Denver? You think Minnesota was better than Denver, or you think they just matched up better than Denver?
No, Denver's a better team than Minnesota was, but Minnesota matched up with Denver better than Denver matched up with them. So you can make a team that's built to match up with them. That's a lot of teams do that. If you view a team as your main rival, like the Rockets viewed the Golden State Warriors with KD, and you build your team solely for that matchup,
sure,
that means you can compete with Golden State better than anyone. That doesn't mean you are automatically the second best team in the league. I think Houston was, but that doesn't mean you are just because you match up with the best team better, because the rest of the NBA still exists. I judge how good you are based on how good you are compared to the rest of the league, not how good you are just in this matchup.
So, Miles, what happens when I don't match up with you and I still beat you?
I need an example of a team that beat someone without matching up with them.
I'm talking about it's not a great matchup, but I still beat you. This was a better matchup for me, and I beat them. I don't really match up with you that well. In fact, not only do I not match up with you that well, you considered a better team than me, and I still beat you.
Then I think you probably are the better team. I just think not generally speaking. I just think each series independent of itself is like it's a series. That's what it is. You match up with this. It's like if I'm a boxer, right? And I match up well with Floyd Mayweather.
Sure.
But I match up poorly with Manny Pacquiao.
Yep.
Let's say I beat Floyd Mayweather, but lose to Manny Pacquiao. Rank those boxers 1 through 3. But Floyd Mayweather beat Pacquiao. Who's the best boxer of those 3? I beat Floyd. Floyd beat Manny. I lose to Manny. Who's the best boxer?
I think Floyd's the best boxer. But here's the difference, Miles. If you only beat him 1 time as opposed to 4 times.
Yeah, but I'm using it. I'm just using it.
I understand the example.
Yeah,
right.
I'm just saying matchup. You winning a matchup doesn't mean you're a better team. It just means you were better in that matchup. That's all I'm saying. Like,
I think I'm following you. It kind of like it sounds like it's along the same lines of you're not a better player. You just fit better with what we're doing. That's what it's. That's kind of what it sounds like.
That's all I'm saying. Like if Denver beat OKC, I'm not gonna be shocked because I do understand the size advantage that you have when you have Jokic there and the mismatch problems he provides. But that doesn't mean I think Denver is a better team than OKC, because I still think OKC and the matchup problems they provide for the rest of the league still makes them the better basketball team. But in that matchup, they might not be as good as Denver are against them.
So
that
what makes
Denver's better? That just means Denver's better for that matchup.
So what makes
all I'm saying?
And which is fair, but what makes me a better basketball team is because I got talent. I got more talent than you because we've seen talent
how you lose. Play the process,
right? And I've seen all of that. I've seen your talent. I've seen the way your defense is, your schemes, all of that stuff works. My team, we might not be as talented as you, but as a collection, we do more than you. And in addition to us, in addition, right? So in a playoff series where you got more talent than me, and you might have quote unquote a better team than me on paper, but I end up beating you. I think that I'm a better team than you. My schemes were better. My coaching was better. My action was better. All of that stuff was better throughout the course of the series as opposed to just one game or 2 games. When we're talking about a 7-game series, if I beat you 4 times in a week with adjustments, in addition to how well you play, in addition to how well I play, in addition to me mismatch hunting, in addition to my best player outplaying your best player, all of these things go into account. And at the end, if I come out on top, I think I got a better team than you, because I don't think it's just one guy, even though we've seen one guy throw a unit on his back and win a series. We've seen that, sure. But
so how do you decide who's a better team amongst the teams that don't make the playoffs?
I think it's consistency more than anything.
That's how I just judge who's a better team, period. It's the same thing.
Okay, like, so if that's true, then Mars, then how could you say that about a team in the playoffs? Because if you're consistent, this is when right. This is what I mean. So
I judge OKC based on this is an elite defense. How do I view this defense against the rest of the league? It's not just, how do I view this defense in a playoff series against the Mavericks? It's no, how do I view this defense against the Mavericks, and then against a completely different team like the Houston Rockets, and then against a different team like the Nuggets, and then I judge you accordingly, and then I come out with who I think the best team is. No team ever, besides maybe like the Bulls with MJ, the Warriors with KD and Steph and all of them, and like the Kobe and Shaq Lakers, match up perfectly or great with everyone. Even the NBA champions to me aren't just the best teams every year, because you don't play every team in the playoffs. Denver won an NBA championship because they didn't have to play a team like the Boston Celtics, for example, in the playoffs. Maybe if they saw Boston in the finals instead of Miami, maybe they lose. Does that mean Denver's now a worse team than they were? No, it just means you play who you play in the playoffs. Denver had to go through Minnesota, Phoenix, LA, and Miami to win a championship. Dallas, to get to the finals, had to go through the Clippers, OKC, Minnesota, and then they played Boston in the finals. 2 completely different sets of teams. The only team they both shared was Minnesota, which was also a different team at the time. So when I compare teams and who's better, I can't just be like, well, you won, you didn't, because you're playing different opponents. You're playing different versions of these opponents. So I can't just be like, well, you beat this many teams, you went to the finals. It's like saying the 0-1-6s are better than the 0-2 Kings, because the 0-1-6s went to the finals and the Kings didn't. Like, I can't judge you based on who you beat in the playoffs or how far you go in the playoffs, because you're not playing the same opponents. I can only judge you based on how I view you against the league. And that's how I rank these teams. OKC is the best team in the league to me, because they match up the best with the most teams in the league, and they dominate the most teams in the league. They might have bad matchups. I think Denver might be one of their worst matchups. I think Dallas is a bad matchup for them. But if they lose to Dallas, that doesn't mean Dallas is a better team than OKC, because I don't think Dallas is better against Houston than OKC is against Houston. I don't think Dallas is better against Memphis than OKC is. I don't think Dallas is better against the Clippers than OKC is, for example. Just because Dallas is better against OKC than OKC is against Dallas, that doesn't mean Dallas is the better team than OKC, because there's 28 other teams in the NBA. And I'm judging you against the league, not just against each other. Because for example, let's say Dallas can beat OKC in a series, but they lose to Denver, and OKC can beat Denver in a series but lose to Dallas. How do I then decide who the best team of the 3 is?
Well, I think we've been down this road already. When you talk about if 3 beats 1 but 2 if 3 beats 1, but then 2 beats 3. We've already been down this road.
Yes, that's how I'm looking at it. Like, beating a team in a playoff, I can't. If I'm ranking teams 1 through 30, I can't just be like, well, this team beat this team in the playoffs, so they're better than them. But then this team also beat that team in the playoffs who you've lost to. Like, I'm just looking at you, all 30 teams, who's the best, who's the worst. It's not about who wins in a playoff series.
And then but didn't we get laughed at and talked about last year for saying that?
Yes. With players. Okay. We were talking about players.
Okay, cool.
I'm just thinking.
You guys were saying if I beat you, was making the same argument you was making now. If I beat you, I'm better.
No. We were talking about players.
No, because I remember it was because I can't remember the players involved, but it was like it might have been De'Aaron Fox, John Morant, and Tyrese Halliburton, for example. And then someone said De'Aaron Fox is better than Ja, but Hallie's better than De'Aaron or something. And then I was like, so if Hallie's better than him, that means De'Aaron's also better than him. And they was like, no, that's not how it works. And then I asked about the A over B over C thing. And then we had you said if I beat you, I'm better than you. And we had this whole conversation.
No. That's what it was, is that just like that. So it was like, if you beat Ron, but Ron beats Chill, that doesn't mean you're better than Chill.
Yes.
Like if you Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're better than Ron, but Ron's better than
I'm
Chill,
not on that stance though.
Right.
I'm not
We've
on
had
that
this
stance.
conversation before. Like,
yes, we have.
Right. Yeah, that's what
and I know we got to move on, Ron, but I'm not on that stance. I'm thinking from the aspect of when you're in the playoffs, especially if you're going deep into the playoffs. I don't play the same with everybody. There's different teams that I'm going to see, and within the different teams that I'm going to see, I got to switch up my style. I can't just play the same way the entire time. Don't get me wrong, I can play the way you play, but I can also stick to what I'm doing. And in the process of me being a chameleon, I'm able to outfox you. So if I'm able to outfox you and outfox you and outfox you, even if I have lesser talent, right? Even if I have lesser talent, I am better than you.
Let's say a team has one. This is my last point, and we can move on. Let's say a team has one major flaw. That flaw is
we can't rebound. We got a bad rebounding team, like the Miami Heat in 2013.
Okay, let's say this team is great at everything. They have one fatal flaw. They can't rebound. They match up very well against every team in the league because we're in a league that, for whatever reason, no one's really a good rebound. A bunch of Jaren Jacksons. No one can really rebound.
Right.
So this team is destroying the competition. There is one team in the NBA that decides it wants to have Moses Malone and Andre Drummond on it. For whatever reason, they're going back to the 80s. They want to have Moses Malone, Andre Drummond. They want to have the best rebounding team ever. They're not a very good team. Like they scrape into the playoffs. They're not that good because, quite frankly, they're just they lack in 3-point shooting. They lack in other areas. Defensively, they're not great, but they can rebound. They meet up with this team, the best team in the league, that has the one fatal flaw of rebounding. Are they now a better team than the best team in the league because they can exploit that team's only flaw? Or are they just the best matchup for that team? Are you going to say this team is now the best team in the league because they were able to exploit that one team's flaw? Like, I wouldn't do that. I'm not going to say the We Believe Warriors are better than the 07 Mavericks just because they matched up with the 07 Mavericks better than anyone in the league did because of what they were able to do going small. That's a great matchup for them. That's a great matchup for them. They would have lost to anyone else in the first round, in my humble opinion. But they matched up really good with the best team in the NBA that season. So they were able to beat them. That doesn't mean they were the best team in the league.
So if that's the
case, it means you were a great matchup.
So I know we got to move on, Ron.
So that's my theory. And yes, I think championships matter, but I don't think championships make you the best team in the NBA. More often than not, I do think the best team wins, but I don't think they always win. So I don't think championships mean you're the best team. Yeah. I just think they matter in a different way. Like, it's amazing that you're able to overcome these adversities, different matchups. You're able to beat a team that plays this way, and then you're able to beat a team that plays that way, win 4 playoff series, all of that. That's amazing. But if you ask me who the best team in the NBA is, it's not always the team that wins the championship.
I'd like to think that matters when you're talking about winning. And if I know we got to.
Yeah, versatility matters. Versatility matters. Like, this is a whole longer conversation.
Yeah, we could do this.
I'm trying to simplify it in the best.
No, I get it. I 100% get it. Ron, as you were saying.
All right, y'all. Fit Jones said at a certain point, it's like, don't be that team.
For the Wizards. But 2 teams have been that team. The Timberwolves and the Hornets.
Realist123 said, can I get on the panel when we lift the Larry O this season?
The Lakers.
Who's we?
The Lakers. He's a Lakers.
Oh, okay.
Realist, I got you. Y'all lift that Larry O'Brien, call me. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
DSG Piccolo said, so when Dame had a magical performance against the Nuggets in the playoffs, 55 points, 10 assists, and 12 threes, and CJ steps out of bounds late in the game, he didn't lose the game? Ox.
I didn't even know
that was just, just one play. One play.
Stuff happens.
Yeah, right. Just one play. That doesn't, you know what I'm saying?
Dame was going crazy in that series, though. That's the best series of his career, like, by far.
That's one play, one game. We've seen. I just don't like the fact that act like CJ is like doesn't play good basketball.
He's a liability.
Yeah, I don't think he's a liability at all.
Superman Real said the Warriors missed their pick with LaMelo. Don't cry now.
Facts.
That looks terrible looking back. And obviously we wasn't on the panel at that moment in time. Ox was around. Ox remembers me. I was strongly advocating, get LaMelo Ball. It's unfortunate. DSG Piccolo said, I better not see Julius Randle on my team, Ron. Grant big ass contract is the issue. Atlanta don't own their pick. don't own their pick. They need to get off Jordans or get offs Jordans.
They need the offs. They need to get to the playoffs because Jordan was saying that they need to trade or tank or whatever.
That is true.
Yeah, they don't got their picks.
Or I mean, they might make a trade and get a pick. You never know.
Either way, tanking is just terrible, and I hate everything about it. There's no integrity in it.
Zero, Ox. Zero.
It's pitiful.
Coming in here to lose. We are intentionally losing. Get the fuck out of here.
Integrity don't get y'all superstars.
Damn a superstar.
Naptown said the Pacers disrespect is crazy.
Nobody disrespecting the Pacers. They got a good team. Yeah. They might not be as good as you think they are, but they got a good team.
DSG Piccolo said this is why they need Simons. Extend the offer, Orlando.
Yeah. I would like that.
In That One Bag became a YouTube member. Shout out In That One Bag. Appreciate you for joining up. Teddy Hart said Havlicek can compete with Pip for all-time Robin.
He wasn't a number 2 for long.
Shout out Havlicek and shout out Pip. I like burritos, said Amin/Jabari. We'll keep him. Sorry, I'd rather keep, but if he's somehow the needle mover, he can go. Everyone else I'd consider for book. Start with Cam Whitmore, Reed Shepard, plus picks, though.
Mars, I don't want to touch anybody on this roster. I don't want to.
I'm not
trying anybody on this roster.
I just think if something comes along that is too good to pass up, I would do it. But I'm not trying to. I'm not making calls if I'm Houston. I'd listen to calls, but I'm not making it.
That right there. That's it. If you call me, I'm not interested in coming off nothing that I got unless you make it worth my while.
But chill, can we sit down and have a cup of Joe?
Have a seat. Have a seat. What's on your mind? Sure. What's on your mind?
Right.
Mello Williams said that Luka 270 was straight BS. He looks in shape.
Could be, but he's 6'7", 6'8". You will never know how much he weighs just by looking at him. It's really hard to tell.
Looks can be deceiving.
he could be 235 or he could be 275. You don't know.
Kaleo 2025 said there's a report Knicks interested in KD.
About 4 or 5 years too late.
They tried that already.
I mean,
if
they were to get him, they are late. But if they were to get him,
what you think KD would cost the Knicks? You think they just handing him over for a bucket of extra crispy and a 6-pack? Because they not.
I mean,
OG
gonna have to be in that deal. Yes.
Well, you want to do OG for KD?
Are we done, Ox? Do we do?
I'm hanging up. I don't know about y'all. You know.
Let's just say it's OG and what's backup point guard?
Campaign?
No, that's not enough.
No, not
they don't
Cam,
want him back.
Miles.
Oh no, my bad. Cam with the
Cam there.
Right. Yeah, right.
But
McBride?
McBride and OG. Y'all not doing that?
No.
I mean, I think they would do that. I think the Knicks would probably do that, and I wouldn't be mad at them for doing that. I would actually. So I'm just saying this from this chair.
Yeah.
Hell no. But if I'm in that chair in New York, and I get that call like, yo, let us get OG and Cam, I'm probably doing that.
Yep.
I'm probably doing that. Yeah, I'm probably for sure. Matter of fact, I'm 100% doing that. Yeah. Let's get on with it.
Hunter with the super chat. Hunter said, Caleb Martin to the Mavs, the real Luka replacement.
Caleb.
It's obvious what they building that unit around, Ron. It's obvious how they're trying to build that unit.
Yeah.
So
I'm not mad at them. I like their direction right now.
Yep.
Mavs AD Clay Kyrie said, this is the Nico we know, making great moves.
Shout out, Nico.
Teddy Hart said LeBron should join Dallas for the minimum this offseason. Game over.
That's fine. I like Nico. He did what people are afraid to do. You know, I like that.
And if he's right, it's gonna look even better.
And if he's wrong, oh well, shit.
And
it's just a little basketball.
Last but not least, before y'all like the video and before you guys subscribe and before you guys download PrizePicks because they sponsor the show and before you guys become a Hall of Famer, I want to read my man Napoleon Ice Cream's last super chat of the day. He said the draft order should be random from 1 to 30. Tanking sucks.
What?
Tanking is just terrible.
It
I don't
is
know about.
awful.
I don't know about that. I don't know about what Napoleon said.
Random.
But at the same time, though, chill. This tanking shit. It's
corny.
It's really terrible.
There's really no benefit in it.
It just disrespects the fan base. It disrespects the players. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey man, it's called playing chess. Get behind it.
And there's no real benefit in it because again, Atlanta, they just missed the playoffs. They got the number 1 pick. Detroit lost 28 straight games. They barely got a top 5 pick. So ain't no benefit in it. It's not like I'm guaranteed to get the first pick. Unlike in football, if we got the worst team in the league, I get the number 1 pick. So
chill, like if it's the ownership and management that are doing that, and like imagine you got a coach, like a young coach that's trying to win, trying to do his job to the best of his ability, but they're not allowing him to. You got young players that are just getting into the league. They're trying to learn how to win. They're trying to become professionals, and you're forcing these players to lose. Like that's bad. That's bad on the management. That's bad on the ownership. That's bad on the coach if they're in with that. That's bad on any veteran players that are fine with it. Anybody that's with that on any level is terrible. Now I can't say that there's absolutely no benefit, but when you got to sacrifice integrity in sportsmanship. That's weak.
The reason why I say there's no benefit,
and it's like a normal thing. We got kids that are like coming up in sports and they're seeing that shit. Like
you advocate
winning is bad. Yeah, we don't advocate for losing, man. We're supposed to be competitors, like compete.
Yeah, you know
compete at all times.
And when I say Ox, there's no benefit in it. What I mean is, why are you tanking? What are you doing that for?
You're trying to get a top pick. Yeah,
that's what you're trying to do, and ain't no guarantee that you're gonna get it. So. That's why I don't get it. So, but anyway,
I can't never flip that switch in my mind to be like, okay, let's lose. Nah, that shit doesn't even matter. That don't even sound right.
Yeah.
All right, it's been real. Tomorrow we will be back. We got a guest coming on tomorrow, so it should be a fun one. And who knows, there might just be a trade tomorrow or tonight. If not, we'll be back to talk about all the good games tonight. Until then, chill.
Take it light, but take it.
Merry Christmas.
Later.